maybe a bit more. Maybe my numbers are wrong.
We've talked about a lot of teams.
You ever been to Sweden? Yeah, I was in Sweden last year.
A lot of supports have struggled to play at this elite level. You're not going to find that on Twisted Minds. I mean, you're
holy TVNT Conda.
Then Funny, Astro, and Simple. These guys together are just monsters, and so much impact being found from them. So
in the world,
like killed. Honestly, I think this is one of the best backlines in the world.
Yeah,
I think
they definitely
these guys are on the same level for me.
Did you like Sweden? I really did. It was the snow was so beautiful.
The vibes are so high right now.
I saw you watching the finals with Secret last year. Yeah, I think I was in the crowd a lot.
But when I was speaking to them, as we see Yubi in the starting lineup, obviously that's a really interesting move, right? That tells you what we're going to see. But they were talking about how, you know, without the coach in the room, they were able to just cut through everything.
He played last year or something? No, I didn't play. It wasn't my meta.
And just sort everything out, lay everything on the right track, and there's no.
Bro, when are we using this?
Never worried about like following the direction of someone they don't exactly trust, because all that info is coming from like professional players, right, in that core group. So it's really fascinating to see, and clearly they have it rolling right now.
Yeah, and if you look at some of these individuals, I mean, they've been around the esports for so long, like Funny Astro, incredibly smart guy, Psycho as well, who is, I don't want to say is the self-proclaimed coach, but is having a lot of impact in like what decisions we
Dude, Simple has a full ping setup.
So you look at this team, and Psycho, you know, probably part of that decision to let you be into this matchup. And so I'm wondering here now, T1, do they have the tools required to take down a Symmetra coming out from you?
I would also say it's quite nice for
this how I'm moving later.
Player who can basically just win like what, every series there's just like one map where
I actually saw this. Oh my god, the reload.
Like consistently does it.
Max
that is
ammo.
something that's pretty awesome to fall back on.
This is how we all move later. Oh my god.
Like for me, it's like they got T1 be able to slow
Cats meeting some.
and then also now with Yubi and
let me see this.
Fantastic sim play. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, and also you can count on you.
What the hell?
For the first map here, and obviously you can
don't think about Wingstop for 5 seconds and earn a reward.
Guarantee that this Metro won't be banned out in the first place, but you stop Psycho back in, right? Maybe we can just play the flexibility game too with the Tracer, with the Echo. Twisted Minds looking extremely good heading into this tournament. Well, let's take a look at their opponents. It's going to be T1, the number 3.
I can't stop.
This tournament, and we always talk about the potential about this team, but they struggled a little
that was not cool.
Against teams.
That was not cool, dude.
Do they have the tools required here to take down a team like Twisted Minds?
I mean, Zest did look pretty great on the venture, and we've seen that character be pretty crucial.
I swear Zest is hitting the Kevin Gates, bro. I swear he is.
This is the big question, though, for me, is T1, you had to know at some point in this tournament, you were going to match up against a Symmetra team from Europe. You had to have come in and prepared something and practiced something. But the question is, how much is that preparation really worth? You know, it's one thing to do it in a scrim. It's one thing to do it when maybe people are experimenting against you. But when the chips are down and it's about getting these wins, about staying alive in the upper bracket, Twisted Minds aren't going to hold anything back. So this is the time to see if TM can really hang.
You see, Lethal yesterday, yeah, he hit the homer.
Starting lineup yet again. If you remember back to the midseason championship back in EWC, these two teams were in the same group, but never met in groups because TM loses to Sign eastwards early on, Rocket and Co. And they actually end up facing off in the third place match in Riyadh, and it was like a 3-1, pretty convincing win for Twisted Minds.
That's going to be a front of mind for T1 right now, right? That you kind of got clapped out of Esports World Cup by Twisted Minds, and it wasn't that close. It was a bit of a trouble. They're aiming to do a lot better this time around.
And at EWC, I expected to see better performances from Proud. These are some stats, you know, against Team CC the other day, had a pretty good game. Like,
he was sick actually yesterday. You gotta give that credit.
No,
whatever, dude.
They needed him to do that at EWC. But you're gonna need him to do that against Quartz.
Absolutely.
Right? Quartz on the other side. If you don't put up that type of performance like you did against CC, and maybe even better, you're not gonna get it done for T1.
So there is one thing I'd like to clear up here about T1 before we head into this series. We obviously talk about them with lots of potential, but also they're capable of playing so many different kind of compositions. Skewed and Vigilante, a really potent backline here that is able to play, you know, double flex support lineups if need be. Skewed can play the Lucio, the Brig, you know, these powerful heroes. You have Jasmine coming in on maps like this, but Donghak is one of the best main tank players in the game, playing the Winston, the Wrecking Ball. Doomfist at mid-season championship, don't want to see that here, buddy. But what does T1 play best? Like, what is the signature style for this team? Is there even one?
I mean, that's been
Are you
the
watching
problem.
Plurbius? No, I heard it was really good though. Apparently the first episode was really good.
From my experience, I've liked them a lot on something like Donghak playing like Wrecking Ball or even the Doomfist. But you're right, this meta, it doesn't seem to be in at all. I mean, Zarya just deals with those comps pretty handily, and that's why we're seeing Jasmine start. Question is, how does he deal with something like a Ramatra Sim comp? I mean, that's been so far unanswered.
And I think when you were asking that, Johnny, in my head, I was like, it almost doesn't matter, because if they can't prove they can stop the Symmetra look, they can play whatever they want. And TM is just going to kind of keep running it down and take them out. Like, I think if you can get them off of the sim, right, with a certain type of comp or playstyle, then it opens it up of like, okay, now all of
I think Dave's Hot Chicken is not bad. I think people shit on it a lot for no reason.
If they're just trying, you know, maybe 2 or 3 different comps against sim,
I got mild though. Apparently,
we're in the same boat as Weibo
I don't know.
Right?
Apparently the spice levels are crazy.
Yeah, for me, if it was like T1 against, you know,
it was pretty good though. I enjoyed it.
T1 against Team Liquid, like, yeah, I think we can talk more about like their comp variety and how they.
Yeah, what
really
do they want to play? I feel like T1 don't even get to ask the question of what they want.
Wait, SCG lost? Nah, no, they didn't.
One player either is Viper actually coming in for the 3rd map against Team CC. Playing that Genji looked extremely good there, but obviously it's been Cess that primarily has been getting the playtime.
Living in a small town with got one bum Subway, that's it. I swear there's more Subways than McDonald's in the world.
I think the Genji can be pretty tough sometimes into the Symmetra matchup. You know, those turrets can be quite annoying on top of the fact that
CR1
cuts right through your deflex, so can be a bit of a problematic matchup. I mean, from my experience, like if with
I swear it's true.
In that series yesterday against CC, I feel like that's something they might look to go back to. We've also seen teams play, you know, like GK
let's Google it.
against Alcod, like this Freya and Echo, or even like bringing a Pharah online. But
yes, Subway has more locations than McDonald's in the United States. As of 2018, it had more locations worldwide.
We haven't seen their performance here.
Okay, McDonald's is the largest globally, but in America it's Subway. Damn.
So you know, it's like, well, it's
that's 2018 though.
Well, that's the scary part for T1, right?
What?
Twisted Minds is the EMEA.
Oh my god.
And the team that even has been getting the better of Alcatia lately, and we just saw what Alcatia did to Geekay and Weibo back to back.
Right.
So if you're a T1, you're like, okay, you know, now we go against
there's
like
no
a
roadmap.
team maybe better than that. Yeah, it's a really tough draw for T1.
All right, let's take a look at the tanks going into this matchup. And we already talked about Jasmine here a little bit. Obviously seeing a lot of time for T1 in a meta like this that I think a lot of teams are.
I can't stop yawning, dude.
But as we look at the tank stats, see Jasmine, map 1 and 3 here, looked quite devastating.
Yeah, kind of a beatdown, you know, delivered yesterday. I think Jasmine definitely had a very solid Zarya, was very consistent. I feel that it's a bit of a shame. You know, you kind of would have wanted to have more of a Donghak-centric meta. I think for a lot of people's perspective, Donghak's one of the best tanks in the world when it comes to an individual mechanical level. That's why when Wrecking Ball and Doomfist come out, these incredibly challenging heroes to pilot, there's few players other than Donghak that you'd want in that seat. But this is, you know, more of that Zarya meta, at least for the non-Symmetra teams. And we're going to have to see, can Jasmine play, like, Zarya into Sim, guys, let me tell you, it's not a fun time.
We just saw it.
It's not a fun time.
You don't have a lot going for you when those Zarya bubbles are gone.
Zarya counters divas.
Oh my god, yeah! The Zarya,
counters
Zarya left a little bit to be desired.
It's not a fun matchup. And even
talk about food and don't say shit about my sub. Count your days.
But I think this matchup might show as well that, like,
where'd you
you
sub?
can be very good at Zarya, and that's still not gonna feel good.
Biob thinks it's up.
You're also dealing with, like, so Checkmate obviously picks up the sim for Alcatia, and we see Checkmate.
Wait, you subbed 20 minutes ago? Rayos thinks it's up. What? How did I not see that?
Like, there's a, you know, maybe it's a huge difference between.
Thank you, homie. I'm sorry about that.
Yubi is like, he was playing sim even when it wasn't really that popular, right? So like, this is somebody who is like mastered piloting this hero.
You gotta forgive me, bro. I'm a little sleepy today.
Very useful on, so I'm excited to see him in the lineup.
Also, the energy that UB brings, I mean, it levels up the comps drastically.
We good now. Thank you, dude.
Yesterday, and you're like, oh, they're planning, you know, stuff like that, and then you hear Twisted Minds when they're playing with someone like UB, just like, oh, they're yelling.
I miss anything big? No, today's been pretty sleepy. I'm not gonna lie.
Across from your opponent. If he starts shouting where they're gonna start Symmetra teleporting, it's gonna be quite frightening for T1 there.
Go get your coffee right now.
Where are they going?
We are not filling up my stomach until I touch down on Thanksgiving plates.
Into this series, and look, I know I'm European, but I'm going with Twisted Minds. Like, I'm just full of hopium here. I think it's going to be a fantastic...
Dude, I think Twisted Minds are going to win this match too.
I don't think you need much hopium to take TM right here. I think they're the obvious favorites, actually.
Obvious favorite.
No, I would agree. I mean, we saw that even T1 against Team CC looked vulnerable, right? And you would expect there to be a bigger gap between those two teams.
Holy Twisted Minds out of everybody.
With TM, as you see Rose already, goes with TM. I think this is going to play out where a lot of us kind of thought is that we may end up with an upper semifinals going.
Glaze of hell. I know. Why are they copying me? What?
With all EMEA and Korean teams.
Yeah. EMEA looking mighty strong going into this tournament. The chat spreads 74 to 26%. Do you feel like that's about on point?
You know what? That's
Do you want to give more respect to T1?
I think that's I think that's a little too hopeful for T1.
Yes,
I'm actually even more.
Wow.
God, Jake is not playing about this.
Believer, man. I mean, there's too many stalled performance on this.
What do you think about Vendetta? The character felt clunky at first, but like the more I played him, the better it felt. It was not that bad. I didn't actually play them in like ranked or something. I didn't see it.
All right, well, all four of us, we predicted Twisted Minds. Psycho himself said in an interview that they look unbeatable. What could possibly go wrong? Let's get into the games, guys.
What could possibly go wrong, indeed, other than saying, we can't lose, guys. But maybe, I mean, this is TM, right? This is Twisted Minds. This is a team that has cut their teeth with incredible confidence. Some might even say hubris, right? Really seeing themselves as unbeatable, but they've made me a believer. I mean, the performances have been rock solid. TVNT has come into his own, I think, in the tank role for this team. There's a lot of question marks about who would be the tank starter, right? Who would be the standard bearer for this team? And it's been TVNT. The Diva swaps have been immaculate, and it's allowed them to play not just the Symmetra style, but one that really...
Dr. How's Yuri? At PG4, I saw you on Grindr yesterday.
Busan. This is a
You caught me, dude.
map for Symmetra.
Yeah, this is an awesome pick here for TM early on. So
Gilsey thinks 11 months.
we'll see how it works
Happy
here.
birthday. Thank you, homie.
In place, so UB in the lineup, and we don't get a...
Whoa, Twisted Minds with a Venture ban. And T1 with a Lucio ban. I'm actually fucking with the Venture ban. Zest was actually so good on Venture.
All in on this first map. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? The Venture ban. I don't think it's unbeatable in this sim matchup, but you wanted to ban a DPS here, protects the Symmetra, come out hot. The Lucio ban responsibly from T1 is going to take a bit of the legs out from under the composition for Twisted Minds. I wonder what they're going to do with the support lineup, because it's a little bit less obvious what direction they're going to go now to support the Symmetra. Could be something like a Judo Brig. I mean, we saw that from
That's possible.
yesterday.
Yeah, we've also seen TM go to like the Wuyong at times during EMEA. So
Funny Astro, so nice on the Wuyong. I mean, for years, guys known as a Lucio player, and he has shown he has that deathmatch ability on a much greedier support.
And I think the Venture ban is pretty huge, right? So getting that out of the way, especially when you have UB in, you really want to commit to playing those sim comps. You don't really want to kind of, if you were going to go and play some Tracer or even Echo, you would most certainly have Psycho.
You'd probably bring Psycho, yeah. And then Busan. I mean, this is one of the better maps for the Symmetra to really play. It's also a good map for a lot of these highly mobile tanks, but it's Jasmine in the lineup, so you're a little bit more...
I'm about to close Fred's, y'all.
I wonder what's going to be the look for T1. I mean, for Twisted Minds, it's a bit more obvious. I don't think this is going to be a shock to anybody.
Bang.
But
Oh my,
T1's chance to play
50-50.
A bit of a surprise, because the weakness of being a sim team is other teams have time to prep. They think about it. They plan their attack. They're going to, show their best look. And right now, T1 are hovering a bit of a mirror. I wonder if Zest is going to keep this.
Oh, I think I'm on the wrong stream. Fuck.
Comp here for T1.
Here we go.
Is he keeping it? He's keeping it. He would not still be on it.
Whoa. I actually do mess with the Sigma.
At all throughout this event. We really kind of seen him fall out of the meta, even at home, I know, with EMEA and A, seeing in that competition. So
I think they expected him to play Diva, though.
They believe the Sig could be valuable.
Sig can get beamed down pretty
Holy
hard.
teleporters.
In this comp. But T1, with the Stim Mirror of their own, they back off with the first DP, buying a bit of space, buying a bit of time to work. The poke should be a bit better for T1. But if TM get on,
Oh, it's Cuties. It's Cuties to live here.
In the sights, Courts would love to be able to take a head off early, but T1
Oh my!
back into the spawn, playing this incredibly well, and the flank comes in.
No, that was a great TP from Zest. Oh my god.
Caught back in here, surrounded and beat down by T1 after the point flip. So this is basically the ideal first fight for T1.
Yeah, and a great start for Proud. He ends up getting 3 during that. And
UB!
using some of those TPs to actually try and collapse on some of the members of T1. And they just were never able to find anybody in this Sigma, able to kind of soak up some of the damage, kind of get out of the way and poke constantly. It's going to have TVNT switching over to the Diva.
Torqued up, Yubi. Could be looking to get active. Doesn't have the TP just yet. And for now, T1's
All right, Simple almost has rush. Oh my days.
well prepared. I mean, I do think they have the Mine's going to feel very forced, very anxious to find kills. If they can't get them quickly, T1 are going to start.
Oh my God, they're just TPing. Oh my God, Quartz. No, Jasmine is him.
Well practiced is actually TM, who feel a little bit lost, forced into a bit of a desperation rush. Rushes are traded now, but Proud with the OC should give them the huge edge. Jasmine finds yet more, just feasting on this Sigma.
I mean, I did not expect this early on. Is T1, they've come out with this Sigma in Sim. Looks like we do have a pause, and it looks like it's thrown TM a little bit of a
Is it a Twisted Mind pause?
Where they're not really too sure, right? Going over the Diva, you're able to get kind of hit with those accretions pretty easily there from the Sigma. So it looks
like things the 4 months.
TM side of things is both teams.
Oh, it's something of course.
Rushes in the previous fight and comes out with T1 still on top, a little bit above 50% on the point. So I don't think you could have asked for a better start.
Very solid round. I'm curious to see what direction they go from here. You know, thinking back to some of the EMEA matches earlier in the stage, you know, it's actually Virtus Pro played a similar Sigma style in an attempt to deal with Alcadzia. And Alcadzia actually pulled out the Mei Sim. That was their answer. Catch the Sigma, get on top of him, have another hero who can put damage down through the kinetic grasp and further assist into catching some of these targets.
Oh my God, look at Fleda's aura.
The question is, can Quartz pilot the Mei? Is that something they're going to be able to find under this kind of a pressure in the match scenario?
I don't think you can take Quartz off of hit scan.
You in Stockholm right now? No, I'm at home.
I mean, Sigma is actually a very potent counter.
Jasmine got some glowing ass skin.
Hard to get damage in on hit scan. Sigma will just kill you if you step up for too long, right? He has incredible poke back on the hit scan. He's a huge threat to hit scan hero.
It is a really interesting wrinkle throwing in with the Sigma, right?
To take the sim.
Yeah, Fled is the T1 coach.
You know, pretty interesting. Not many Korean squads have done that.
No.
But for T1, if they can actually hang in the sim mirror, it really takes some of this edge and some of the fear that a Twisted Minds team might strike into another opponent, takes that out of this match.
Well, and I also wonder if this is a comp that's kind of been cooked up with the Venture ban that comes on through, right? Like, could we have seen them play? Because we've seen teams play like whether it be like Maga with a Venture in the
What's the thing they're shaking their hand warmers?
Play even Sigma with that Venture. So, like, potentially something along those lines. But yeah, this is a really nice shot here from T1 early on that I think has definitely caught TM, kind of our overall pick on the desk here. Caught them off guard here early on.
I think T1 have the answer. I think this is a winning comp for them. We'll see, though, if it's going to last beyond Mecha Base.
Because of nerves or what? It's probably just like cold hands. Playing with cold hands suck.
You kind of just run laps on your opponent, fall back forever, and eventually, when the opponent runs out of gas, you find your chance to pounce. However, some of the other maps, it's going to be a little bit easier for something like Ramatra to kind of cut those corners and get on top of a backline, force the fight to be a little bit quicker. And Sigma does need that kind of time to work. He's not a hero who wants to get down and dirty right away at the start of the fight. He wants to poke and prod and find that damage. But Jasmine has been sharp. A lot of appearances in the kill feed. So, I mean, if the Sigma can continue to get those big connections and hit all those shots, Jasmine starting to look like kind of a centerpiece for T1.
Yeah, and I wonder, obviously you're going to the Diva here now for Twisted Minds. See maybe if you can actually kind of get past that Sigma shield.
All right, get back in.
Take a look in the feed. This is a fight that's pretty much done here already. So 61% on the points here. High ground control for T1.
Jasmine on respawn. He's not going to be here to hold the choke, which is actually pretty important for Twisted Minds. They're going to be able to step up through that choke and get a little bit of map position early.
And
great against the hits.
Let's see how Jasmine uses the flux here.
That's gone right here as Proud has been really good early on.
Jasmine has to be the tip of the spear here. He's playing so carefully, so cautiously, doesn't want to give anything up. TM setting up for their rush. They know this is going to be the final fight.
Oh my God, TVNT is getting melted.
So crucial. TVNT almost going down. Trades
absolutely melted. Oh my God, and Zest is out. Wow.
Drops the mech and just flips out of there. Very nice Symmetra play here out of the Europeans. We'll see though, can this Korean squad close out the game? For now, Proud finds one, and that's TVNT out of the suit, out of the game, and this one looks over before it's even really gotten going. Yeah, you get the flip, but it doesn't seem to matter much. No. Idle blast and the fully torched Symmetra, not the point, not the battle route that you want to be taking on point.
No, it's just the orbital ray that extends that fight a little
bit. Oh my goodness.
Should have, where that is something we
what the fuck
really expect, where TM dominates Twisted Minds early on.
Yo, babe.
Right. Okay.
Gingy TV did in 3 months. Talking about Overwatch to my girlfriend, I told her about the Wingstop Voodoo Fries guy. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thanksgiving.
Not enough teams.
Thank you, bro. Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Right, to actually go toe-to-toe, to dance on the Symmetra.
Who is Jasmine? I think Jasmine was on Poker Face as well.
I mean, I've been saying it for a long time. I think
It's just like an off-tank player. I think T1 needed an off-tank player really badly because I don't think Donghack plays any of them.
The ability to teleport your entire team, you can completely back out, kite out of key ultimate fights, and by the same token, you can absolutely dive in, swarm over an enemy backline. So there's so much threat in team play that this Symmetra is kind of like a DPS Lucio, right? It's pretty crazy potential. Yeah. As we go to our second round of Busan, and T1 just say, hey, let it ride. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Man, we also get to see how teams kind of from the APAC region, specifically Korea, try and adjust. This type
okay, T1 are playing a lot faster today. Jasmine's already one shot.
Teams haven't messed with, right? Where you come in here with this Sigma, you obviously have some strong hit scan with crowd, and then you're playing this Kiri Wooyoung backline, which is very strong and have a lot of poke.
The huge tempo shift though off the mid fight. I mean, Twisted Minds really took it to T1. T1 trying to get back into it now, but stepping up on the point, the kite is going to be a little bit more difficult from this position. Zest has the T.
Oh yeah, Jasmine was on way, right? Yeah.
Take a bit of a trade. But Twisted Mind's getting the opportunity now to reset, opportunity to re-engage with their cooldowns. T1, they get the cap, but they're here on the low ground. See how they fight their way out of this. Away from the Wooyoung, keeps people stabilized for now, and TM get their first connection. Quartz, the disruptor shot on.
Oh my, skewed. Both Sims out of the fight. Proud almost closing in on the Sozo.
You're gonna lose some of that maneuverability, and it's gonna be really difficult to lodge all this Sigma. As you see, they're able to just kind of play behind Skewed and Jasmine here in this right-hand side.
Course was feeling it.
Drop down. He ends up falling, but then TVNT gets right in there, takes out Skewed. But I think you're also going to have the Kiri back, so Vigilante back here for T1, so you still have some healing.
Once again, the Symmetra's traded out, dropped, but I think the numbers are starting to edge towards Twisted Minds. Position a little bit awkward.
Nah, I think it's a T1 fight win. They're going to carry out the point in a sec.
They're using the rush to double down on him. Wooyoung ult as well with the Tidal Blast.
Oh my god!
Landing 2 taps forward. Proud back in with the OC, and somehow, some way, T1 crawl back into this, clutching it out and holding on to the point.
And the fight gets drawn out for so long, it was never contested or flipped for Twisted Mind. So this is all percentage for T1. So it's like the first fight of the round here in round number 2 on Busan, and we're already at like 60%, right? With how long these fights may go, Twisted Mind's in a great spot, right? With a lot of ultimates coming on in, so could be able to flip it, but still it could be a pretty lopsided map.
Simple does have his own rush here.
Yeah, getting it for free. Now
I'm not liking this rush at all, actually.
Without Funny Astro, incredible pressure now on Simple to keep the team alive. Quartz pops the OC, has to stand and deliver, teleporting around the map, but a beautiful wall.
I think Zest has a better wall.
Completely isolates the point, creates an opportunity. Quartz has found a way through, shields in his face, he's not able to get these connections.
Oh my god, they just can't play the game, bro.
Big ultimate over the top. The flux is good, slams down Yubi, and that could be the round. I mean, picking up TVNT, resuit, but the flip has gone in, the damage is done.
TVNT's able to make.
Bro, Jasmine is like that on Sigma.
But he'll be back in the fight rather quickly. And yeah, I feel like the damage is done, right? Twisted Minds has so many ultimates. They end up getting the point for free, but they end up losing Funny Astro early when that Kitsune rush is going in.
Oh my goodness.
On the comeback.
Jasmine is just like that.
Has been immense. T1 absolutely punishing the Symmetra from Twisted Minds, and this is going to be an open and shut.
Oh my god, that was completely dominant from T1.
By Jasmine. I mean, I was saying coming into this, are they going to be struggling without Donghack? Do they rely on the main tanks? They dropped a map to Team CC. Here they come in and take a map off.
That was actually fucking brutal. Are we looking at a 3-0 Overwatch day? I hope not.
More surprising results in terms of a map that we've had here. In Stockholm, because like Twisted Minds, we were talking about how good they look on the sim and tournament.
This is what they're doing instead of locking in.
They get the better of Alcacia in the EMEA Stage 3. CC took EM to a game.
Dude, I saw this ages ago. What is my org doing?
Pretty dominant for Twisted Minds, but a really nice comp there for T1 early on, and Twisted Minds.
Donghack and Viper.
I mean, we say, hey,
are they coming in?
You're doing just fine. You just winning everything.
Look at Jasmine. Oh my.
With a comp that, frankly, I think you're comp gapped right there. Who's got the answers? Wasn't anybody in the server. And so now, I mean, this is the real test for Twisted Minds, right? You get beaten down with really a better comp answer, and one that is potentially deadly for the series, right? Because if you're able to win with the Sim Mirror, now you don't need to ban Sim anymore. Now you're taking that heads-up matchup, and this is going to really flip the strategy on its head. I don't think Twisted Minds are ready for this. They're going to have to adapt.
Irrational is 23 months. Thank you, homie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the Lucio ban was really good.
A terrible game there for Twisted Minds. Just an absolute blowout. But you know, if you look at T1, right? I mean, Jasmine played phenomenal.
Yeah, Jasmine played really good. Zest had really good sim gameplay too. Really good TPs, really good fucking walls.
Comes in and plays the sim here with the Venture gone, and I mean, he looked awesome playing the sim. It is something that T1 can most certainly keep going. Like, they're not really forced into this type of like Venture maybe counter. It also like raises the question, like, does TM even need to ban the sim?
Change the wording on Preds?
Like, why would they?
Is it a little confusing?
Maybe they're okay taking this mirror and trying to play.
I can change it next time.
Throughout a different map, so it'll be a TM map selection though here coming up.
I wouldn't be shocked to see a Sigma ban. Honestly, I think this Sigma is
I don't know how to stop voice cracking.
I mean, genuinely, I think back to we've seen a matchup like this before in EMEA. It was Virtus Pro playing the Sigma. It was Bistola piloting and kind of dominating Alcacio, who were like struggling to find the answer. The Mason did it for them, but
slow down talking.
As good as he is on the hit scan,
sometimes I want to talk fast.
Flex, like clearly, I
not really
plays only hit scan. There's not so many hit scan players left at the highest level who are really like committed to the role. Think about players like Lip or Tree, who they're insane hit scan players, but they're also.
I'm 29. I only voice crack if I speak too much and don't drink water.
Before, to my knowledge.
No, not really. I mean, we've seen him play like Tracer in the past and things like that, but never like we were discussing. Like, you're not going to see him go play May.
Pretty wild, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're not.
I think is Jasmine saying it
along those lines. Like, in that scenario, you would actually probably be ditching the sim, right? And you would be bringing in Psycho to play like a May, you know, some type of comps that we saw, like whether it be Team CC or some other teams have played. Peps played it against, I believe it was SSG. They played like a May with a hit scan on New Junk City. So you wouldn't expect it.
I got gray hair, dude. I have gray hair as well.
Like if Yubi's in the game, right? If Yubi's in the game, they are gonna play the sim.
And I think with Yubi in, I mean, now this is that.
I just realized this guy's in a whole fucking hoodie.
The challenge, or in theory, is your weakness as a team.
Who am I rooting for?
Who's gonna find
honestly Twisted
in mid-series when you're caught a little bit unawares? And I think it's fair to say that they're a bit caught.
I'm excited to play 9 million games of Soul's after that Pro performance. I was literally just thinking I need to only play hit scan. I'm done doing the Genji shit.
Likely the same perception, and I mean, Kings Row.
It's the most TM map.
I'm done playing Tracer.
This is EMEA.
I feel like I've been playing Tracer too much.
Don't think it's gonna work as well, right? There's a lot of low ground. There's a lot of places to get caught and just like rushed on a corner. Not so much open space to poke, and so
you know you're not done throwing those matches, King. I'm done.
Yeah, but also
Froggling
an
this up.
opportunity where maybe this is not a map where TM has to ban a Sigma, right? If that's like kind of what.
True.
It's just map one, right? So we don't know
flexibility. Yeah,
we don't know if TM wants to kind of commit to something like that for further in the series. But let's say they did. You have a little bit more flexibility in terms of what you decide to ban here, right? So
wait, Team Twisted Minds banned their own Lucio.
Kings Row map pick, and it'll actually be okay.
Maybe they're going Juno again, and it's better on this map.
Throw the sim ban in here.
And TM ban Lucio. I mean, I guess that's not completely crazy.
This guy said, wait till Astro gets off Juno and Course gets enough feel. You're not seeing that, pal.
He's also just like that good on the Wu Yang and on, some of these a little bit greedier options. So maybe this changes the game, and this allows somebody like TVNT on the Diva. You take the Lucio out of the equation, and the supports become a lot easier to catch and punish. And I think TVNT, that's where he seems at his most comfortable, playing super aggressive, diving in.
Is Juno actually good? I actually don't think Juno's that bad.
They haven't lost the wind in their sails after that map loss, and I think that's actually crucial for a team like this, right? If you don't have a coach, you don't have somebody else coming in from outside to boost those rates, you got to have the players within.
Yeah, you got to have a good vibe.
Yeah, being willing to take an L on the chin and come back stronger and come back into the next map with a real ferocity. And I hope that's what we get out of Twisted Minds, as I think we might be in for a long series.
Yeah, we've also seen like Funny Astro end up playing some Juno as well.
Yeah.
I think we saw a little bit of it in that map. So maybe we actually see them go to play some Juno comps. But yeah, the Wu Yang Kiri, obviously a great look potentially for Twisted Minds, right? I know we talk about Simple being one of the more entertaining support players in EMEA. And then Funny Astro, has been awesome on the Wing since its inclusion into Overwatch esports. So 2 players to look out for there for Twisted Minds. But we did also highlight pregame is like, Proud needs to step up to kind of match Quartz. Most certainly matched, well, like by far matched them and passed them there in the first
felt
map.
it on downtown, right? When, Quartz went for a slide in and Proud just swings wide, stands tall in the open, and just stands and delivers with that rail. I mean, we talked about Quartz being able to take over a map and just win the game outright for his team. This would be the moment to do it, right? This would be the moment to stifle T1's momentum here, end it at that first map, and start to turn things around.
It also feels like such a pivotal map, right?
Yeah, this is the most potent. Map 2 is really the most potent map of the series, right? Whoever comes into map 2 has a full slate of maps to choose from. Yeah, you already play Control, but everything else is open. You take us exactly where you want.
What the hell?
Control the ban phase.
And just from a momentum, right?
You good? I'm getting bored and tired, bro.
I mean, we see some.
These pauses are so long.
Things have to go so right, especially against a team like T1, let's say, right? You're going to 3 of their map selections in 3 of their bans first, and you have to win each and every single one. You just cannot afford
All right, let's get into it.
Wait,
what?
Here,
what?
If you are Twisted Minds, a must-win map for them coming up.
I see. Okay, this makes a lot more sense to me.
Okay, so the
What the fuck?
I think this is a bit more comfortable for a team like TM, and especially because you take the sim away. If you also take away Lucio, it feels like you almost can't play Rush. Like, those are the 2 mobility heroes in the game. Like, you can do it with Juno, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
Funny Astro probably would not have looked as happy as he is on the TM sideline there, getting ready to play with the Lucio. That his team decided to get around.
So I want to see what Simple's got here, because Simple has been
Drink a Celsius. We good off that caffeine shit.
From the support line. One of, I think, the best flex support in Europe, if not, maybe one of the best in the world, kind of bursting onto the scene and really making his name here with this Twisted Mind squad. With Kiriko off the table, that's been one of his best. And so what's he going to bring out next? Is it something like a Batiste? Is it, I mean, is it like an Ana? I mean, that would be almost crazy, because this is Twisted Minds we're talking about. They don't tend to play too much dot.
Right, you're like, Ana Brig, but no, I don't think they're going to play something along those lines.
It would be a little wild, right?
Zins? I've never done a Zin.
Seen to look like that from them, at least not often.
I mean, I think when Wuyang first started, there were some regions like experimenting.
I'm a matcha person. Fuck that caffeine shit. Matcha has caffeine in it.
So we'll see what Twisted Minds has in store here for Kings Row. Feels like a must-win map for them, as T1, they swing first, taking map number 1 in pretty dominant fashion. I don't think anybody expected that.
And for Twisted Minds fans, I mean, a lot of question marks now. What's going to come out?
Wait, the Zest Ventures unbanned too? Oh, brother.
Map of Kings Row. I mean, this is where your prep comes in. Look, every team's going to come into this tournament.
I feel like it made me play worse, but I had to.
Map pick. Like,
that's good, bro. That's good.
When we have full control of the series, where do we want to go? For Twisted Minds, it is Kings Row.
So Sig again for T1. We talked a little bit about the Venture ban. Maybe Zest would have went to that.
No, I never had cigarettes.
Be it. And then I was just talking about how the Wuyang Baptiste is something that's been kind of thrown.
Would you rather have something that says 6-7 or skip you told it every 5 words 6-7?
This is disgusting level of pressure on Twisted
All
Minds.
right, I'm closing Preds. I'm closing Preds.
You're gonna have a Venture constantly harassing,
3,
playing angles,
2,
making space.
1.
This is a far from assured attack for Twisted Minds.
Whoa, the May. Actually, I feel like May's been played a lot this year.
I was going to say, Sig is very difficult to dislodge with the Immortality Field in the mix as well, right? And not a hero that's just going to kind of wilt under the pressure. Is that ice block already out? Is
Holy Jasmine poke.
Playing Cassidy here, so just trying to find an off angle.
I'm worried for TM here. Like, what are TM going to do? Are they going high ground? Are they going to just touch point? I mean, this is a Venture we're talking about. Venture can just hold down the point for 10 seconds, no problem. With this level of poke coming in from all sides, we're seeing TVNT step up onto the point, blocking, staying alive for now, but this block's about to run out. Hasn't earned a tick just yet. Well, yeah, Zest, he still has the dig.
Yeah, oh my god.
You would try and bully teams out from the high ground, right? As Twisted
Help Jasmine.
Trying to put some pressure on a Jasmine to get him walled off, but not able to finish him off. That's going to be 1 tick already.
This is some entertaining gameplay. TVNT just blocking on point. He got a tick doing that.
And I mean, it's just Ram versus Venture dueling on the point, running this clock down, but Quartz.
Wait, Quartz is coming alive?
And that's going to be a crucial kill. Losing one of the healers, these poke comps do not do well when they drop numbers, especially not when it's both of your supports. Now Quartz holding the choke, denying anyone from a forward touch, and they're going to get the job done. So TVNT puts the pressure on point, and it's a bit of a hammer and anvil. Quartz takes the flank, strikes blood, and I mean, Quartz is Cassidy. Talked about him taking over games. Maybe this is it here on Kings.
Yes, you saw that up on the high ground. I like this move here from T1. They called him out.
What a rotate.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, what a read
You get there
from TM.
That is a fast, getting, like, you have to be pretty sure
they
he's up.
knew that was happening. Yeah, they knew that. They read the play perfectly. They speed amped him all the way. And Zest just wasn't ready for a timing at that pace. The team wasn't there. Now Kart's going to be free rolling for a long time. As you see TM taking a forward position, even opening the window, very aggressive from Simple.
Yeah, that is
A little early on the window.
aggressive and early, right? You don't even have some players kind of moving.
High noon as well.
Deadeye.
Whoa!
What is going on?
Hey, all right. So it looks like they really value that space and position, and they try to invest to get it, and it does not work out.
Yeah, they're trying to just keep the enemy team suppressed, but remember, you're fighting without a Lucio in that spot. Now, Zest comes in for more. Proud with his
Proud is killing everybody.
and just kind of eating Twisted Minds alive there. But, I mean, they do a lot of time on the clock, a lot of time to work with here on this second point.
And you also here for T1 though, I really like this kind of comp where now you can have the bubbles here. They're to bubble Zest, get aggressive. You see when Zest kind of pops up out of the burrow, and even when Twisted Minds is around, there's a dynamite there from Proud, taking damage down on everybody. It's a lot to have to try and heal and fight through.
Zest dies there?
Is good onto Zest once again.
Wait, insane UV Blizzard.
Gets a connection on the back line. You have to use a defensive bubble to get your support out of that, but it's too little, too late.
Whoa, they're ulti Jasmine?
Blast comes in on the Zarya, but she just doesn't have a way to close the gap. She's trying to get out with her energy, stay alive for the next fight, but TM don't want to let that happen. Here comes TVNT pummeling in over the top, but Zarya getting the sustain from the squad. The rest of the team elects to back off for now, so Jasmine lives with the energy, takes the high ground with that perk, and has
Now, what ult does T1 start off with? I feel like Simple already has another window here. Are they just going to walk up a window, or how are they going to play this?
This high ground setup, though.
Nah, I think they're scared of the... Oh, nice angle.
Thrown in from an off angle, so it's going to force Jasmine inside. It's going to allow Twisted Minds to get a little bit more cart push.
This is why you use the Venture, though. You can just hold on to the cart, deny this objective progress while you wait out the ultimates. It is coming into the final fight. Zest caught by that Ravenous Vortex, stuck on the ground. Beat used from Funny Astro, only connects on a few players, and is living through this tech shock, but that's a trade you'll take any day of the week for
Okay,
T1.
2 ults out. Twisted Minds kited that really well.
The tectonic shock there, and you get the beat out on the other side. So, and because you have a grab coming up, you feel like that's a fight win there. Potential.
Oh, this could be a big grab. He thinks about
No, he's got. Maybe he grabs it now.
Any squishies who step up are absolutely going to get grabbed here.
Oh my Proud.
They're too scared to commit to a fight, and in doing so, Proud just cuts down Quartz.
Oh my Proud.
Here comes the Ram ult, but Jasmine is not backing down by any stretch of the imagination. Has immense healing resources here, and I mean, Proud has been king of this series so far. Just absolutely dominating when it comes to that overall hit scan duel.
And to me, it looked like they were that Twisted Minds. Obviously, they know that the grab is online for Jasmine. They're trying to like force it out anyway, right? Maybe they thought that TVNT popping that Annihilation would get them to use the grab. But great awareness from T1. They know that nobody.
That was all Jasmine, by the way. What did Jasmine do besides live?
Do that regardless. They didn't need to invest in the grab, and now you have it here for this next fight, and potentially you can get this under a minute.
And just the threat of the grab, right? It's really not letting TM play the game they want to play. This is a rush comp. You want to be stacked up, but if you get...
I think Ash is really good at Twisted Minds comp.
It's just instantly over. Jasmine using this perk to great effect. Zarya historically hasn't been that great on King's Row, but being able to come up and down to
okay, high noon out of Quartz.
Quartz opens the high noon.
No one's peeking though.
Creating a bit of space and time. Venture's beautifully able to hold on to the cart for now. Comes into the backline, gets the Tidal Blast as well, trying to get in, stay on top of these backlines.
Oh my goodness.
Onto Simple. Funny Astro already hits the deck. The reload just barely enough, and Zest gets the cleanup kill. And that is only the Tidal Blast. Once again, Jasmine holds the ult. He's not letting them group up. He's holding on to this thread for the final fight.
Yeah, I mean, the support play from T1 there was incredible, right? You get the Tidal Blast onto Zest, allow him to go in on the Venture, and then as soon as that pops and then he gets low, he's in the mix. It's a long-range immortality field there from Vigilante's. Proud here.
Oh, okay, he got scared off. I mean, Twisted Minds wisely walked high ground there, threatened the rotate. If you don't see Proud here, a dynamite from behind into a Bob, this could be a devastating backline flank from this Ash. Playing this two immaculate perfection here, but May scouts it out. Good read from Yubi. Proud.
Oh my God.
Active the headshot, instant onto Simple. Cuts him down. Zest.
Proud is playing this so good.
That one had to pull a lot of pressure. Mayo on the point, creating a bit of space and time. Grab comes in. You absolutely must beat the Funny Astro, but it's just not enough. The damage comes through. T1 standing tall, the whole squad alive, and Twisted Minds sent packing. I don't think they're going to get a single meter more. Simple walking back with the Matrix.
It's really just 3-0 Overwatch today. Oh my God.
Holding on second point.
Yeah, and you know, it wasn't a great first point defense from T1, but as soon as they got into that streets phase, they were able to take control of that high ground. Some fantastic venture play yet again from Zest, picking up where he left off from the Team CC series. And it was very difficult for TM to get anything going. And I also think you see, like, they're trying the Mei here, but it looks way more vulnerable than them trying to play like a sim comp, right? Or, you know, even some of the other things we've seen from them in the past.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Coach gap. Bit of a coach gap.
There is no coach on the
Well, that's
side.
what I'm saying. Look at the prep from T1. Like, this is
What?
a strategy that is not easy.
Who's
to
Liquid
execute.
playing? I think
And T1
Falcons.
Come in and look. I mean, this is a style that is like exactly designed for the Symmetra. This is not a like nothing that we've seen out of T1 so far in this series is a normal comp. Something that
They would
that's
never play this
constantly
against
played.
anybody else.
No,
Yeah.
this is something designed for Twisted Minds, designed to answer the rush comp.
I mean, I thought all these matches were going to be hype, but hopefully they live up to
and
it.
so far, it's working. And I mean, usually, right, something like Quartz on this Cassidy is just going to find the holes in these comps.
Wait, is Zest looking for a boop into a headshot from Proud?
Very clean. And for T1, Proud just dominating on the Ash.
And you know, we were talking about it. Obviously, they look much more vulnerable.
What's up,
without
Doug?
the sim
This is way too early. I know, dude. I've been up since 6.
What are you're gonna play Mei? Like, you're not gonna have Yubi play like Trace or Echo. You'd have Psycho in, right? So you're really committed to this Mei comp and making it work.
Yeah, they're going to run it again on this defense. See if it's enough. T1 go with something a little bit more standard, but once again, the range advantage for the hit scan. Proud is going to have a little bit of space to work with. However, TM, the defense is going to be a much more comfortable proposition for this Mei. Kind of set the tone of her engagement. Looking to trade a bit of snipes, but Proud, not somebody you want to tangle with in long range.
No, and Yubi feels like just gonna.
Yubi! I gotta work soon. We will prevail.
Already, it's gonna be Funny
Big
Astro
pressure.
coming.
You got
through
that, King.
and help him, but that's gonna unlock this high ground for Proud, and now it's gonna be a free firing range for him over the point.
And Venture, not scared to take the fight here into this room. Course comes to tangle here. A lot of resources.
Well, I think this room is so good for Venture to fight in.
But I think this is pretty good. Oh, and the wall baited out for Zest. He can still continue to get active in the space.
Oh my, Chorus. Is Chorus coming alive?
But it's Quartz, the hero in the team's moment of need, takes down Proud, denies this key flanker. And now, opportunity for TM to clean out the map. The clock ran down quite a bit in that first fight. And it ends up being a costly one with no reward for T1.
Yeah, you're gonna lose Feud here as he's trying to exit. So a fantastic hold from Twisted Minds here early on, and you know, it kind of all starts with Court.
It might be a little bit hard to set up Proud on like on an angle here on first point.
This crazy action to be pushing in like that. And they end up forcing.
Oh, let's see another high noon.
To end the fight. T1 wasting no time. Window pop, trying to defend this for Simple.
Nice window from Simple.
Shuts down Zest. And I think T1 are going to have to regroup out of this play. Quartz behind the Amp Matrix. I don't want to be on the other side of that one.
Are you that upset now, though? If you're T1, obviously you've had some time, you dwindle off the clock, right? But you get the Amp Matrix out there. You know, now you come back. You come back with like double support ults, right? Like, could you get Proud set up, you know, with a high ground advantage potentially, like with this Amp Matrix? Like, that would be pretty devastating. It would at least buy you some space to get the Zarya.
Swing with window?
Oh, big
Whoa.
here. Thinking about matrixing, wants to find the opportunity for it.
Nice window. Oh my god. TV stuffing him like turkey. B comes out from Funny Astro. And Feud.
T1 beat comes down, but Jasmine's already out of this fight. And so Twisted Minds.
No tank is gonna be hard to win.
The Mei does drop to Bob, but Quartz finding Zest should stabilize things for the moment. T1 trying to stay scrappy, trying to stay around on this map. They want to play fast. Zest should be back much more quickly than you.
I think Twister are going to win this map.
And the high noon to hold on for TM.
Yeah, you have TBNT here, though. I feel like he knows that he's going to step up and there's going to be a grab in the mix, right? They're trying to just put him isolated onto the point.
All right, fuck it.
With the Deadeye trying to get into the hotel.
And for now, TBNT holding strong. Here comes the tech shock from Zest. Puts a bit of damage onto the backline now. Swarms in onto this Baptiste. The drone kept alive for just a moment longer, but Vigilante clears it for Zest, allowing him to get that kill. Now, the Mayo, the Blizzard comes down, but Zest is in
Maybe fucking not. Oh my god.
Forced into a wide flank, needs to clear off some of these high players. Headshot is good, but it's not good enough. The heals are there. Vigilante, who has to pop a defensive drone, but it's all Zest in the feed, cleaning house with Proud. And so T1 are going to get this cart rolling, but I think
Zest is so good
to make this a competitive map.
Yeah, they dwindle enough clock. Yubi was thinking about going back for a touch, maybe thought it was still worth it, but goes back. And
when PG speaks and curses the team. I don't know how.
With that kind of hold, that gives themselves the chance, right? Because the Ram and the Mei is going to be pretty good here near the choke. But let's do a listen in here with T1, see if they can break this defense from Twisted Mind.
야 윈도우 잡 윈도우
확인. 파티 누워있어 얘네. 파티 누워있어.
뭐라고 너?
야 윈도우 채우자 우리. 윈도우 채우자 우리. 파티
윈도우
누워있긴
채우자.
해 얘들아. 윈도우 채우고 형 선이야.
나 할만해
확인 확인. 메이 안 보여. 메이 안 보여. 야 파티 부르자.
네네
아.
오케이
나와 나와. 필드 끝나고 나가자. 필드 나갈 수 있어. 좀 봐. 확인 확인. 갈게 나 봐야 돼 얘들아.
낙해 얘들아 야 윈도우 뺐다 야 메이로시
Oh, he hesitated on the window.
메이필 필. 야 밑에 메이필 붙어있다. 메이필은 돼.
아 빗다 시켜
나와줘.
아 선이 왼쪽
서이필. 할만해 이거.
때문에 구멍이 안 되네
사실 봐줘야 돼 이거.
해서 나게 루시 가렸다 이거
실필.
비톤다 얘들아
비트 오는 거 확인.
비트 생각 빨라
밥부터 하고 비트면 흘리자 이거.
어야 밥 이거 같이 가자 숙제라 나랑
Yes, let's ask me to translate. Yes.
나올 준비 되냐?
돼.
아 한번 갈게
아.
야 뭐야
뺐다. 주방대.
주방 줘봐
Holy wall.
이거 얘네 거.
Bob?
앞에 쳐봐.
Nice.
석양이야
High noon comes out, probably gonna high noon the Bob.
서이 누워있다 오른쪽에.
다음
나와. 내려봐. 아 방에 막혔다. 아.
해봐
계속해.
낙해 얘들아
Nice lane from. Oh my god. They're gonna play for their B push now. How did they get nothing out of that? Wow.
그냥 쳐. 주방대.
3, 2, 1, B.
쳐. 누워있어 얘네.
라필
다 잡아야 돼.
주방 있냐? 들어
나오래 얘들아.
라필 와 뒤지나 이거? 나 진짜 제발 아 루루루루
실필.
야나 앞에 살 거야 얘들아 이거
야 윈도우 해야 된다 무조건.
나 말할게
Great experience being shown from T1, able to tango with one of the best rush teams in the world. That back and forth dance
Oh my.
is so crucial to be played at this level.
And I love their decision to push up and take this position.
Wait, look at Zest.
Tech shot.
All eyes on Zest right now.
They also have Proud.
They don't see him. He's straight into the backline, gets the bubble as well. Comes in onto Simple, and without this Baptiste, the fight could be over before it begins. Bap, faster drop. The Amp Matrix solo, but Zest still gets the job done. Here comes the Bob into the backline, and there's no touch. T1. The second map of the series, Twisted Minds.
Wow.
I mean, he has to window there. Like, it's either that or die with window.
Absolutely
Not
not.
gonna be
Absolutely not.
Gonna be honest there. It's T1 comes in and they take a 2-0 lead over Twisted Minds. And no, you gotta say this is just great strats and game plan and execution out of
Dun dun
T1.
dun dun
It
dun
feels like they
dun
kinda
dun
cooked
dun
this
dun
up, they
dun
make it
dun
work.
dun
They've had
dun
an
dun dun.
opportunity to try it out in scrims against some other teams. And TM now on the road. Dude,
Can we add what?
he is popping off. I mean, this is the Proud I thought we were going to get at the midseason championship.
Mine is
later
50.
in the tournament. Yeah. That's kind of like, I mean, we listened to Avril for like 5 days in the green room talk about this guy was like the greatest player of all time. And then,
I mean,
you know,
he's a young player, though. You got to give him some time to grow. I feel like, I mean, performances like this are starting to cement that legacy and starting to show why a lot of players have seen him as one of those key up-and-coming hit scans.
you can clearly see the the skill and the potential. Like, it is very clear to see.
This is more than potential, Matt.
Oh, no.
It's here.
This is dominating. Yeah, he is dominating the lobby. But this is the like, for T1.
Dude, I need to get good at Overwatch. Oh my god.
Performances like
I need to make my return.
The outlook of this team in the tournament is drastically different, right? Like, this is a team that can go deep into the tournament.
Absolutely.
And it's
Hold on.
really exciting because it's a team that I think a lot of people had on their radar as somebody like, all right, yeah, T1 they'll get like top 6, right? And like that.
You say this every time, dude. Anytime I watch any of these events, I'm like, fuck, bro, I miss competing.
Like, okay, let's your Falcons maybe not having the strongest showing against Feral. And you're starting to look at T1 and saying, I hope I don't meet them.
They're bringing out a sim comp of their own. They're playing some Sigma. They're doing a lot of stuff with the Venture now that they're bringing in. Obviously, Ash. We've seen Ash more today, I feel like, than yesterday.
And, I mean, Vigilante and Skewed.
Chronos Magician thinks so.
Look,
T1?
that's a little bit nasty. That's a little bit nasty. I'm starting to see the vision here for T1. I mean, you'd be blind if you can't. I mean, they're up 2-0 against our EU #1 seed. The zeitgeist coming into this tournament was all, the gap is closing. EU's about to do it. This is going to be the best.
You only 22. Goku didn't even go Super Saiyan until he was 25.
We're going to have 3 Korean teams in the top 4.
The gap closing is going to become a meme so fast.
The gap is widening, man. The gap is widening.
The gap is closed. The gap is closed. God.
Hold on.
Sometimes, look, when you get players in interviews, and they don't have the other players at the LAN in front of them. They're at home. They say some wild stuff. And then all of a sudden now we get the gap is closing. And then we get here. And the Korean players have been hearing all the talk.
They've been hearing about the gap closing.
The gap is closing.
They've been hearing that. Now what they think about it, it's a little different. It's a little different when it comes to T1's perspective.
I mean, they're trying to turn TM into roadkill here, just on their way forward through the bracket.
I mean, this is our EMEA #1 seed. So if they just get blitzkrieged out in a 3-0, what a gut punch for the tournament.
Well, that's brutal. Shambali, the pick here, 4 Twisted Minds. This is one you could play some Sig on. You would have to probably play it with the Sim. I don't know if you can well, we have seen Venture on this map as well, but it feels like the
Preds are up, or not? Or are you talking about payout? Did I not pay out?
Like Feral showed what the double backline, double flex support can do on this map. They beat Falcons with it. Right? So I kind of want to see what T1 kind of run it like you did last time.
I had to make sure I get it right.
And something. Okay, T1 are gonna ban the Freya away. That is interesting, right? Because Quartz, if anything, it's been the one hit scan that Quartz has played the least.
Yeah, and it's like. Is it like an Ash Protect potentially? I don't think you would ban an Ash.
No, because it's
because
TM the opening ban.
Yeah, TM picks first, so it's like
no, it's TM gets first ban and first map pick.
We have not seen Quartz really play that at all. It's been one that he's not really loved to go to. So you can see the vibes for T1.
I think they just banned.
Here now that they are,
I think they just banned Freya because they want Proud on either Soldier.
Show me Yubi.
Rash.
Yubi talking right now.
Stay in the upper bracket. Is that how you judge?
We need to see that player cam. Show me Yubi, production. We got to see.
I would be worried about playing the Sig on defense here against the Sim comp, and if you don't have the mobility to get the Sig out.
Reverse sweep? I mean, they low-key could. Sim is unbanned.
Collapsed on it pretty easily.
Lucio's unbanned. They have all the cards they need.
The way that Team 1 is looking and with the way they're playing, I would not second guess anything they decide to do. I mean, they have looked fantastic in this series.
I mean, those are some untested strats they've been pulling out. No one has really been playing those styles.
This is stuff.
It's such a standard bearer for T1 to be able to come in as a team that has had some struggles on lands in the past.
Yeah.
And still have the confidence to kind of just take something out of your hat, to still have the belief that we can be the innovators, we can lead the meta.
All right, dude.
Rarely seen.
Quit smiling, man.
Often a team like this, okay, they stick to the meta, they play what everyone else is playing. They're forcing things to change. We check out this DPS dual stats, Proud versus Quartz, and that KD tells the story, man. Proud is all over this series.
And this was the battle back at EWC that went pretty favorably.
Pretty much went the opposite way.
Yeah.
Right? Quartz was running the table.
And now it is the exact opposite. And guess what? The series score is looking like potentially the exact opposite. When it comes down to these two teams, these two players are so impactful. And T1, this feels like a strat that you kind of cook up.
The Ash pick is actually better. I think Ash is only better because they're on May.
Let's try this.
In theory, this could work. And, we can try this. And,
I can say from experience, it's very hard when the other team is incredibly experienced at what they're doing. Just theory craft and plan a strat that works. The execution to do that, it's incredibly impressive from T1, and this is a fantastic sign for them going deeper into this tournament. If they can not just beat TM, but send them packing with a dominant 3-0 beatdown, whew, I mean, T1 are setting the stage for a very deep run in this tournament.
I mean, these are supposed to be the better games today, and we're looking staring down the barrel of 3-3-0s here, where this would be the... So, Alcatia, they beat GK, and then obviously they beat Weibo, right? Those are two really impressive wins.
But they didn't shock us, right?
No.
They didn't shock us. We knew Alcad would be this really challenging team. I think a result like this is scary even for a team like Alcad. You came into this thinking our sim is amazing, a sim can't be beat. We said before this match, there's no roadmap for beating this sim. No one has shown how to do it.
Oh, nothing's happening, dude.
I mean, maybe you can't do what T1 can do. This is a very challenging comp, but it can be done.
Alcatia, though, I think one of the the bigger differences is we're seeing this play out is like
the flexibility.
Checkmate can play the Echo, he can play the May.
And Lambda can play the Mate. Like,
Is this current patch? Yeah.
Honestly, I think the Sig is countered by both Sim and Mate together.
I've been waiting for 1 hour for my Uber Eats.
Right.
It's coming, bro.
Like Twisted Minds,
It's just in my belly. I'm closing praise in 20 seconds.
Right. So, T1, an opportunity here to close it out where you most certainly want to, right? Because you've already burned that sim ban, right? Still an opportunity for Twisted Minds to ban, I know, like whether it be like a SIG or something along those lines. If you remember back, Twisted Minds banned the Venture map 1 in the end of definitely something that I think caught them off guard a little bit. We'll see T1 here. This will be the first time we see the Soj come into action.
All right, I'm closing Preds. 3, 2, 1.
Played that a little bit.
6, 7.
T1 are going to be rocking up with a very familiar style for them. Straightforward rush comp.
Whoa.
Around the Venture.
Oh, so close.
One chance on the Widow. He's going to head back to the castle. I mean, we've seen for Zest, like without the Zarya bubbles, that Hinder nade is almost assuredly a death sentence. You got to be very careful on Venture, but at the same time, you know, in a pressure match like this, you don't want to be baiting your team. You want to be getting in there, involved in the fights. TM, take a TP now over to the flank. They're going to kind of flip the map, change the dimensions of this defense. T1 reacting passively for the moment. Here comes Jasmine with that form, charging and taking the aggression, but Yubi.
Oh my God, they're getting clobbered. Oh my Jasmine.
2 in the feed. Yubi finds 1.
Wait, don't ever sleep on Yubi.
And it's enough to maybe break apart this first defense, but in the end, T1 close it out in a very late delayed kill onto TBNT. Very nicely executed by T1, just getting every last second out of it.
Yeah, I think T1's going to have to back up a little bit, right, though, because you end up losing Jasmine and Zest, so you're not going to be able to kind of like hold this forward position. So Twisted Minds is going to get some payload progress out of this. But
honestly, I think that was a Twisted Minds win. Getting the payload like to this position is so worth it.
In position with Yubi, they get him ramped up on damage pretty fast. Jasmine just pushes right on past, and the Nemesis form picks up 2.
Not scared to get that big damage down. And now, TM need to keep this cart rolling. But how are they going to evict Jasmine? Once again, it's a TP through the flank.
Oh my God.
Lucio is ready. Skewed, booped off the TP. Going to disrupt this movement from Twisted Minds. Quartz, though, still finds his way into this flank. Gets a chance, but can't quite.
Oh, Jasmine's so caught out.
Once again, AoE damage swarming over this backline. Here comes Zest, diving in onto Quartz, takes down his opposition, and Proud finishes that kill. Diva.
When are you ever caught on fucking Romatra?
Proud and actually hold on, is still in the mech. But it seems like T1 still dominant, still fighting as a unit. This group of 4, indomitable.
Yeah, as it looks like they're just trying to TP out here for Twisted Minds. Zest not going to go full on the chase, so
5 ults against 5 ults. Now who's gonna make the first move?
Over here towards that payload.
It's looking like Zest right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Minds loses another fight. They are in real big trouble here of even getting this first checkpoint.
Straight to the backline, TP.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Position, and this is actually a classical Twisted Minds fight. Dancing away with the teleport. High Noon in a power position. Clean up onto Jasmine with that High Noon shot. TP as well.
I trading some.
Just be wherever he wants to. And that, with the extra cart roll they got in the mid-fight, that could just be a first point cap. I don't know that T1 are going to be back in time. They're going to go fast heroes, but I think
like
this is a lost cause, and they go back to the
honestly, it could be a reverse sweep from Twisted Minds.
In fairness, this is a matchup that Twisted Minds understand better than just about any other team in the world. Let's go to a listen and see how they approach this second.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. I'm gonna to be behind the ready, guys. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, take it. Go. Take back. Inside. That's nice. Go inside.
Bro, you should not be able to take Sim TP back. Holy TVNT.
TVNT looks to be the last man standing.
Holy TVNT.
No one turning to the Diva. They know she's just indomitable here. Cannot be cleaned off the map. TVNT, I think, with 5 in that fight. All right.
I love the call outs there of Ram.
Spec meeting of the year.
Basically at 15.
Let's go another 12 million.
That's about as low as he's gonna get. That's about as low as he's gonna get. That's gonna be real.
That is a Call of Duty comm right there. He is one shot. Everybody who has been looked at is in theory one shot as T1 now sets up on this corner. I wonder if they decide to go quite aggressive here, Jake. You're going to be playing in the double support ult, but you have the
Oh my god, I feel like Courts is just cannot catch a break.
That is a huge kill going on an offense goal.
They're going for it. They're going all in.
B comes up from skewed. Funny Ash with a better B. But Twisted Minds have a Curie rush. I think they win this. Yeah.
Can they close it out though? Seems to maybe be enough. As TVNT
Oh wait.
does find Proud. Tech shot comes out from Zest, who doesn't want to let go of this one quite yet. The boop is beautiful from Funny Astro. Maybe that saves Yubi for now. Stays off the ground.
Dude.
Incredible showing there from that Lucio Fortress in mind. Still, T1 stabilized for now. They're gonna.
Well, I need to charge my headset.
Yeah, and you're gonna have the stim wall here. You're gonna also have a self-destruct Deadeye coming on through, but it's gonna be the Kitsune rush here for T1. You're also.
Hainu comes out from Courts. Jasmine should be dead here.
Oh, he's gonna get it back.
Oh.
Big
What?
Noon, it's not quite enough to
Wait,
get
what?
Here comes Proud, saves the day with the overclock from the flank, and now it's only the Kiri and the Diva. Not long for this world. TVNT gonna take the long walk off the short pier there, taking a quick reset. And now the clock has run to a point where I'm getting a little bit worried for Twisted Minds. I mean,
Oh, we're both on the Soldier mirror now.
much stronger for them, much more comfortable. Them getting the style they really want to play. Symmetra, the Lucio, the Diva. And T1 have just been brawling into it.
Yeah, you're also scared about Proud into building up one of these railgun shots, right? As everybody's trying to cross.
Oh, does Zest have the read? Oh my god, Zest has the read.
He needs is Zest kind of playing around
the flank.
Yeah, he's gonna try and
They read it.
one of these players.
Great connection there. Ford spots it out. Here's the Venture coming. But it's just, I mean, what does it do? It buys you a moment. TP into the flank now. Here comes TVNT straight to the back line with that booster. Can't get anything just yet. Skewed is here.
Skewed almost has another beat.
Still healthy, and a Twisted Mind struggling to stay alive. Courts, low HP, just barely gets.
Looking like a B push soon.
Supports and TM now settling in for a longer
They have
fight.
beat.
Dude has the first beat, but the rush comes out immediately.
Hey!
Simple. Funny Astro has beat advantage. Courts into the back line. Beautiful.
Funny Astro with a better beat and Sim with a better Curio. Oh my god. Alright, TM win. TVNT!
Seizing their first map here.
So, man, it is
I think Twisted Minds just had a better support ults. They had rush and beat.
Time though, Jake. A minute and 30 on the clock here for TM. They needed a clutch up there towards the end. Nice use of the TP. UV puts it in a good spot, allows Courts to kind of juggle back and forth between a flank and then obviously, in the battle with the rest of the team. Let's see if they can actually kind of get through this kind of close quarter area. This is where we see some teams really struggle here on Shambali to make it out.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful performances from TM. There's incredible pressure on them. They know this is a must.
Oh my god.
They need to get it done in this series. They've got it all the way to this third check.
Yo, I think Zest just missed both. Oh my, wait, Courts is coming alive.
Give him the 5.
I mean, this is the last thing that T1 wants to see, right? Like, Courts starting to gain confidence, getting all 5 here in this fight, and now he's going to push up looking for more. That Courts starts to heat up. A reverse sweep doesn't seem as crazy as it was looking before, but, Proud OC here coming out of the spawn. Kitsune Rush, Annihilation. Still a very strong setup for T1 to deny.
Nah, Simple built another rush. Oh my god.
TBNT has his work cut out.
Lapping Vigilante right now.
Sojourn in the fight has the self-destruct to assist in that effort. Rush comes out first.
Kite this?
And it seems like TM want to fall back. They're going to play with the final seconds of this map, draining a crucial ultimate out of T1. But Zest caught in the corner. He's going to be very aggro alongside Jazz.
Better rush, better rush.
Backline. Can they stay alive through this? The TP tries to get them out of dodge at the moment. Jasmine chases Yubi down, takes down one. TBNT, though, gives as good as he gets. And Twisted Minds still into this fight. Quartz takes out.
Oh, that rush is just so good.
Can he live for the resuit? Not quite with Zest on the case, but the beat is good. And then the overtime spawns. This one is done. Twisted Minds gonna full cap on Shambali Monastery, a feat we've rarely seen so far.
Lock horse is him.
Yeah, happens in RNG. That's the first time where Twisted Minds
Simple
actually
bought
look like
2
themselves,
rushes. Oh
right?
my
They come
god.
through there.
That was an
They
insane kite
clutch
too.
up, right? Quartz making some big plays, even with Proud still kind of clicking on all cylinders for T1. So we'll see now with T1 on offense. Can they get a full map completion with some time remaining? They'll give themselves a chance to close the series out here as we take a look at some of the stats. Dude, Funny Astro had a really sick first half, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I know
so many crucial peels
Yeah.
to save the team from Zest.
I mean, over 5K damage on the Lucio, the almost 8K healing there. Doesn't really kind of tell the full story. Like the amount of like boops and just kind of being able to kind of have that secondary team mobility, with his speed. Really fantastic stuff from Astro.
Bro, TVNT was carrying on the whole time.
For Twisted Minds. So now T1
I'm surprised T1 didn't stick to Sigma because I feel like Sigma on this map is actually really good.
About this Zarya swap,
My hair looks so
really
awesome.
like
Thank
it.
you, dude.
Lose, like, obviously the Ram is really good at like just holding those angles and positions like by the cart, especially on this map. But it also feels like you need to really empower Zest to be able to make this venture work.
I mean, this is a ton of faith in Zest, right? Because now you're going to be able to give those ally bubbles to...
Yeah, Funny Astro did have better. I think their supports and Twisted Minds has played better this map so far.
Backline and maybe get a little bit more done. But by the same token, this Zarya is a...
I don't think Jasmine plays Devo because I think he'd already be playing
much
Devo.
more vulnerable to a team rush that we know Twisted Minds are more than capable of.
Twisted Minds kind of holding the high ground here. It's TVNT just kind of juggling down onto the payload to try and, obviously stop the progress.
Oh my god.
Barrel down right on top of the Zarya. No bubbles are going to save you from that.
I mean, you pressed one bubble, and that's just a go sign for TM. We have seen these attacking split pushes, though, so often just turn into a trade-out scenario. And as long as you do decent trades, as long as you get like 1 or 2 kills, it feels like the cart is going to roll. So Twisted Minds, Quartz on the walk back. That late kill into Proud means it's still a 4-on-4 for the moment. I like that TP as well, just getting some of these players back into the fight a little bit quicker, but it's a little bit awkward for TM. How are they going to play this? Okay, Funny Astro steps out.
Funny Astro's getting an angle with UB here.
TBNT grabs the Mega, and they're up wide on this high ground, so it's getting awkward now for T1. Quartz
Skewed is dead!
Takes down Skewed, and it seems like T1 are getting picked apart here.
Wait, Proud.
Fights and keeps this one in.
Actually winnable for T1. Oh my god.
Zarya desperate for the support from the team, but it doesn't come in time. The pistol, though, gets the job done on Proud.
Yeah, and well, I mean, you also still have Yubi here live. I believe the support's here as well. As Simple also has the rush. You don't really need to use it. And because Yubi is so charged up, I don't think
Jasmine's gonna have grab soon.
And it's gonna be allow TVNT to kind of get with that 1 kill on the Proud, get his mech back.
Yeah, still fighting.
Both
strong.
rushes
Here comes
come
the
out.
rush up the gut here. Yubi gonna drop that sim wall, making it more difficult.
I think Simple's rush is better.
Shot there from Funny Astro and Simple to take down Zest. Quartz with another, and Jasmine just has no purchase, no business in this fight. In the sim wall, so potent in these big ult trades.
Now,
the spawn. Oh, they're going to the spawn doors. It's the spawn door challenge, and it's been passed by TVNT.
And now, I mean, for T1, right? You're going to have your grab, you're going to have your sound barrier, your tectonic shock, and overclock. It feels like you kind of need to leave this fight with something, as you may need another fight after this to be able to get that checkpoint.
But even winning this fight, far from guaranteed. Twisted Minds have powerful tools of their own. When Quartz opens up with this OC, you don't really have a way to mitigate. I mean, you can rip the beat defensively, but then Funny Astro has the better beat. So this is a fight that T1 needs to earn. This is not just going to be done on strategy.
Yeah, it's the typical, like, you know, we have seen the sound barrier kind of
Oh my.
for the OC in the past. It's going to be Quartz using the OC. Sound barrier now dropped by
Funny Astro with a better beat.
T1. Where
Grab comes out from Jasmine, though.
Thrown out. It connects on the wall.
Nice grab from Jasmine.
Funny Astro and TVNT. So a nice grab there by Jasmine as he uses some of those walls there to make sure that it's not going to get eaten up by the defense matrix of the Diva. And that's a nice use of the grab. It allows Twisted Minds, though, possibility here, Jake. Is that it looks like
Can they
TM's
get the
pushed
retouch?
up, but can they get a retouch?
They're going to
pretty
want it.
fast.
They have
Yeah.
self-destruct.
Maybe a retouch. They have bomb and
Stay alive
TP.
for a few more seconds onto the cart. Stall out as long as he can. Here comes that self-destruct on point. Pushes Proud back from the angle. He's not able to.
Oh, Jasmine's gonna die. No care for Jasmine. Jasmine has no care.
Find one, it's traded right back, but that's Jasmine down. That's your staying power on the cart. Here comes TBNT on the Diva. He's gonna hold the cart for a moment now, but soon he's gonna get the go sign to go for more kills. Proud trying to get some finishing blows before that happens, but here comes the rush from Simple, and that's gonna
Oh,
give
no.
enough to send T1 packing.
Proud is dead.
Minds, Quartz finishes off Proud in the flank. Zest
Okay, Jasmine has now unlocked Diva. Yubi died! Zest is doing everything.
For T1, and Jasmine comes over to the mirror Diva, but it might be too little.
It might be too late. It might be too late.
It's going to be down to a last second regroup.
I mean, dude, Astro has said such a great map using those boops to kind of protect Quartz from the pressure that Zest is putting on down. Kitsune Rush, though, here for T1. Let's see, it'll be a touch here for Jasmine as now the Kitsune Rush comes down.
And for now, Twisted Minds waiting this one out.
Skewed almost has beat. If they get beat, they win.
This discretion, beat almost online. Skewed doing what he can to charge it up as quickly as possible. Zest in the backline takes a bit of attention. The beat
They win.
good on to 5. Everybody gets it, but can T1 secure the kills? Yubi with that Symbol buying space and time for the moment. TBT also has that self-destruct. Here comes the tech shock, but there's no targets for it. He's just trying to live, just trying to make space.
Oh my God!
It's gonna be good enough. T1.
It's all on Zest.
Set packing, Corks with the OC, cleaning
Nah.
and securing this map. For
Potato, I think
Twisted
this up.
Minds will not be knocked out in 3-0 fashion. T1, you still have to earn this.
Yeah, a much different looking Twisted Minds there. They finally start to get things clicking on all cylinders. You see Quartz and Yubi there on your screen. Quartz knows there is a lot more still left to be
Nah, this
done.
pay. Oh my
Now,
God.
You are going to have to go, if you want to win this series, to 2 straight T1 maps with their first ban. I will say though, Jake, you get the escorts and the hybrids out of the way, right? So now you're looking at what? Like a Runa Stoppy and like a Surabasa or New Junk City where you feel pretty comfortable on, maybe if you're TM. So maybe it's not as impactful, but we'll see if those first bans though from T1 can really swing it.
What's left to ban, Matt? You kind of used your powerful bans, and we're at a point in the series where yes, it's going to have to be 2 maps back to back against map pick and hero ban advantage, but you've used the Sim ban, you've used the Lucio ban. Would you
Yeah, who does T1 ban actually? Probably Diva, right?
I would. I think TNT is actually central to this. I think Proud would be having a much more dominant.
Loki ban Diva and then put in Donghack?
TNT isn't absolutely running it down onto this Sojourn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much pressure that a Diva can put on with Sim TPs and Lucio speeds. Here, we're on board with some of the highlights from the series. Quartz also a thorn in the side for Zest. I mean, it's kind of incredible how well Zest is doing in this series, considering he's playing against Funny Astro and Quartz on like Lucio and Sojourn or Lucio and Cassidy. And I mean, that's some of the hardest matches
They're losing
ever
some.
made here on the Venture.
And you see kind of throughout these highlights, right? T1, it doesn't really seem like they want to go to the Diva, right? Like the T1 would rather play the Ramatra, they would rather play the Zarya, even the Sigma, right? So like maybe you do get the Diva out of the way and try and play something or force at least TM. Like, what would you do in that case if you're TM, right? You would have to just kind of commit to either playing like a Zarya base comp, or they would most likely will just play
Brad losing 3 months.
24/7, right? That's kind of what you would see them do. So at least it gives you a option there for T1 where you have a great idea what's going to go down in the tank roll.
Yeah, and maybe it's back to some sim mirrors. Maybe that's the way to close out the series, right? To be willing to do what you did in map 1, take the sim mirror to Twisted Minds. They did it before, maybe they can do it again. I think TM, though, have finally sunk their teeth into the series, right? Started to find a bit of purchase, a bit of momentum, something to work with. Yes, it's nice to be the top seed. You get to skip that.
Yeah,
first round
Donghack is
and,
coming in. Donghack is
step
coming
on
in.
Staying in that, starting already deeper into that upper bracket. But there's also something to be said for a team like T1 that's gotten a rep to play on the stage. For Twisted Minds, a few maps in, now they've got that experience to work with, something that they can kind of take in to the rest of the series.
Yeah, and it looks like, I know some player movement potentially on the stage. So I wonder if we're going to end up seeing Donghack come in here for T1. That would be something that we saw yesterday in a map 2 against Team CC. So that
Cleavage Clown against up.
And then obviously with our first match here, you know, with T1, we haven't seen Psycho come into play yet. So that is also an opportunity where maybe we see Psycho come in. Psycho could end up playing some of the, maybe they want to go with something that's like tracer based.
L9's everything so.
Some options there as well for TM that we have not seen just yet.
And I'm very curious to see what look T1 wants to go with. I feel like this is kind of a pivotal map in the series. You know, although TM have to win 2, if you don't do it in 1 for T1, it's like, I don't think if you go map 5, Matt, and I feel like I'm very nervous if I'm T1 and you lose the next map, and now, okay, you won 2, they won 2, but the momentum is completely against you. The fans are against you.
Especially if they start to get rolling on the sim, right? It would start to feel like the ball is rolling downhill, and then you lose 2 in a row. And
Have you ever done it? Yeah, I only played in deathmatch.
We don't have an answer, maybe, or the answer that we had.
Can you remove speed him? Add this instead.
And then now we've gotten used to it. We do have some subs, so it will be Donghak who comes in for Jasmine. So this tells you some main tank probably.
Wide speed not. I'm just putting them all, dude. Fuck it.
A way to throw a monkey wrench into the works. That being said, you know, this is not a matchup that I think Twisted Minds are going to be strangers to, not something they're going to be scared of. It's still going to require an immaculate execution from T1 to get the job done, especially
live for the 3 months. Cheers, dude.
No. So I would
put Donghak in and ban.
I started using the family group chat. They're just too good, man. They're just too good. Goose loading in 3 months.
Like the Cassidy is that tool, the anti-dive hit scan. You could go Sojourn. I mean, it's still going to be powerful, but it won't be at least like hindering those high mobile heroes that T1 are likely going to want to deploy if that's the direction they go.
Well, and also Twisted Minds doesn't have a venture ban, right? So you can get rid of the Cassidy and keep the venture in. And have Donghak now on like ball or something along those lines. That could be pretty potent there.
There hasn't been a tracer ban yet in the series either.
No.
Which I think is another thing that Twisted Minds might want to ban if Donghak comes in. You could also just ban the Wrecking Ball though. However, little Donghak Doomfist.
I pick it up when I started thinking, I was like, well, could they play Doom?
I mean, all right.
Yo, bro, add this a mo. What?
It's kind of okay.
I think though, like if you ban the Cassidy, let's say, and then that kind of happen, like Funny Astro.
We are not adding this.
Play Brig with something else. Funny Astro's got a pretty good Brig.
Funny Astro's nice. I don't think Funny Astros can be off Lucio if you're gonna play Sim at this point in the series.
True.
I feel like you've just.
Would you play like a Mei with a Brig and try and play like that?
We all need this.
But New Queen Street, if you're going New Queen, I just don't think the Mei is. This is not a Mei map, right? It's so wide open, despite the snowy conditions.
And we don't know the map yet, so obviously.
I'm just assuming.
You see my sub?
Yeah.
Because if Donghak's coming in,
Goose Holdings 3 months.
Flashpoint and like
you wouldn't play
Ram.
And then wait, where is it?
Saravasa. Or we have seen a lot of New Jung City.
Yeah.
Here.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, we have.
Oh, Lucy thinks it's 2 months. Hi, what's up, Lucy?
We haven't seen Saravasa yet.
Sorry about that.
We've only seen New Jung City. So
wide speed concern. Don't we have this already? Oh, maybe we don't.
Because that throughout EMEA, we do not see any New Queen Street.
Yeah.
Like they do not play that map whatsoever.
Deluxe.
Or bust, man. Nobody is.
Yeah.
What does this mean?
I mean, the interesting thing is.
Am I out of the loop? What does this mean?
It's actually a very good sim map, and so that's why I'd be so bullish on T1 going to New Queen Street. Is I don't think like a map 5 Ruinasapi with sim unbanned. It's actually just over, man. You're not.
Yeah.
Does he
so
know?
It's like you're New Queen Street, or you are. New Jung City or Saravasa?
It could be Saravasa. I mean, I think New Jung City is going to be better for the Mei, but we're going to have to see. When
no. Oh, no. I said no.
It's 2-1 TM's favor, or rather T1's favor, but Twisted Minds making.
What else did I have?
And after the break, we'll see the conclusion.
You're going to purge the votes eventually when it hits 1K? That's what I was thinking. I'll probably have to do that. You need the 7TV app. Ultra Mad Timeout. Are you coming to DreamHack? Nah.
I wish you were here to see their faces.
This is fine. Oh my god.
The lights. The spectacle. I've become quite the celebrity in the Colosseum. They have chosen me. They call me La
What's this one?
the wolf.
La Lupa. You got too many useless ones? I know, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm adding too many useless ones.
I hated it. Their cheers and jeers reminded me of the sycophants you surrounded yourself with. Weak men who leeched off of your greatness, picking the bones of everything you built, leaving me with nothing, surrounded by my enemies, alone.
Not happening, dude. Not
But
happening.
you were preparing me for this, weren't you, Papa?
Shay
In your way,
Karar?
you
Karar?
showed me that
Karar? I think it's up.
was a weapon. You helped me temper my
It's not
wild
loading.
and
This one's not
reckless
loading.
nature with patience and guile. Taught me the value in knowing my enemy, in learning
Wide speed. Oh my god, this one's so good.
into their weaknesses. Even in death, you showed me the consequences of underestimating an adversary.
Stream offline people feed.
I won't repeat your mistakes. Look at me, Papa. This is no longer the face of your little girl. Your enemies are still my enemies. And I am so much more than you have the chance to see.
When are we using this, dude?
It's now just rage, and I finally embraced what I once hated. I am the wolf.
All right, what's trending? Let me see what trending is. Wide speed lemon.
Their right to
Son.
feel.
Oh, wide. Oh shit.
Will respect. This arena, this mob, this moment is all just a means to an end.
Vader arrive.
Every loss has been tallied and recorded. I will take back everything that was stolen from us. And I will use them to do it.
Walk his butt fast. Should we add wide oh shit? Eminem, Immensia, Ass Sombras. I think the 2 months. Yeah, no, Ass you got owned.
You can hear it in the wind.
Replace the current one with this? Alright, hold on.
Go. A whisper. A calling home.
It welcomes us. Not as wanderers, but as
We already had the desert one? Whatever, one day we'll just purge it all.
Search of a memory of what once was, where purpose
We all using busters. People, Pepe lost. Santa, please. Should we get some Santa, please?
The warriors can lay down their weapons and join forces with one another.
Happy birthday. Thank you.
You can feel the power as countless worlds collide.
a new future with endless
The festive dancing one? I think that's normal dancing, is it not? Parasocial moment. Should we add that one?
Imagine.
To belong.
I don't know. Can you do that?
Are you ready, BlizzCon? It's about time.
How do I do that? I'm jolly. Can you tell protection to start of the damn game? Oh, it's just not starting for like 40 minutes. I'm in. How do I see like my own emotes? Last one. I'm out. Dun, dun. Have you seen this emote? Bro, for only 10 months. I'm kind of terrified. Don't load that. All right. What's trending this month? Sario X holding the 4 months. Sun, the work, call, wide speed call. Weird, dude. Oh! Da, 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 da. Manga W. Emotes for the unk, please. Add hee hee. Where's hee hee? It's just nothing's loading. Nothing's loading. It's not my Wi-Fi, bro. It's the site. If it was my Wi-Fi, the stream wouldn't be working. Close them tabs. All right, dude. Haha, I'm dead. How come if you search Super TF, it's just feet? Okay. Why is it actually just feet? We got any emotes? Let's see our emotes. Me on Tracer, me on Cast, Despair, Me on carry, my team's Tracer, PG hair. What is this emote from Scissors? What? No. PGE Real Eater. Evan Gates, PG Keith, Evan Stark, LTE. Thank you, PG. I don't even think I've seen half of these. Bounce nuke. I don't think that's a 17 emote. Watch the fucking game. Listen here, Nimrod. It's not even started yet. Bounce nuke. Oh. Da. Can't prove it. Speed crash. I think we already have this, don't we? Six, seven. Rage bait. Do we have hold? I think we have hold, right? Yeah, we have hold. Pause him. Don't. Wide speed watermelon. What the fuck?
potentially are going to go. So we just saw Shambali Monastery. That goes in favor of TM.
New Queen Street.
Like we were talking about before the break. New Queen Street.
Low-key
So
thought this is a watch party. What is there to watch party?
Coming in here for T1, that would tell you a little bit more main tank. We both think probably potentially some wrecking ball action coming into play.
GG's.
Here, and they select New Queen Street.
Yeah, bans are going to be crucial on this map.
All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. You know what? Fine. We'll lock into the match.
With TVNT,
We're done.
Amazing on this hero, right? Teleporting your diva around, just allowing her to get all the way into the back line, but taking away that tracer challenge for T1 at the same time. I wonder how much they even wanted to play the tracer. Right? Even if you wanted to play a wrecking ball look here, I remember. I mean, Crazy Raccoons. Historically, I remember them. I think it might have been last year in Stockholm playing a Sojourn, a Venture, a Wrecking Ball on here, on this map, New Queen Street.
Yeah, I mean, it is most certainly an option that you can do here on this map.
What's up, PG? I just watched a Stadium video you made 6 months ago. Why don't you make any more videos on it? I might have not played Stadium in 6 months.
To play Wrecking Ball at all. Like, no one's really doing it. It's taken some nerfs. It was very strong for a while, but it's falling out of favor among the top teams. However,
how did Weibo form? They got shit on really bad. It was like SG and Weibo. Well, it wasn't good for them, dude.
On what could be the decisive map where T1 can steal their placement in the upper bracket.
Yeah, he's not coming in for fun, right? I know they're obviously bringing him in for a reason where the ball, at least to us, seems like the most likely answer at the moment. So I also was talking a little bit about it before we went to the break, where this is a map that we did not see really at all throughout EMEA. We see a lot of Runesapi, Esperanza here in EMEA on push. So we'll see T1. They most likely end up playing some.
Do you think SG dropping a map to Peps was SG's mistake or Peps leveling up? I think it was SG's mistake. I mean, I think Peps are a really good team.
Very comfortable with this style. It's going to be
But I feel like SSG, like, I think,
lacking that option.
I think they didn't play around the May well enough. Alright, I'm closing Preds.
I do wonder though, Jake, if they were planning on trying to play a Tracer to get the Sombra in the mid, right?
Feels weird. It's kind of
no way. No fucking way. I've seen enough. Donghack's the best.
Donghack opens this map up with strength for T1.
So that's a brutal loss, right? That's all that mobility.
I'm in.
Donghack off to a fantastic start there on the ball. The bot will get active now. It will be T1 in control, pushing it into TM territory.
Best ball map in the game, from my perspective. TPN, immediate. Twisted Minds wasting no time, getting aggressive. There's Proud already dropping. Simple gets that kickoff in this fight. But
oh my god. Dude, UB just cannot live.
Very well in lower numbers. The supports working together can be immense damage threats of their own.
Yes, Court's just hunting there, looking for Zest, trying to get a mag grenade on him, finish off the Sombra.
Wait, when did Zest get on Sombra? Does anyone know when Zest got on Sombra? What?
TVNT power block in there, just trying to hold that position.
This is awkward. This is so awkward.
I'm out.
But Zest, I mean, in the meantime, they're looking at Donghack, and that creates an opportunity for the rest of the team to take down TVNT. He loses that form and gets cleaned up. T1, Proud. Pretty impressive damage so far. Donghack swarming forward, wants to get some cleanup kills, but Funny Astro is out of this one. Arctic is going to make its first meaningful progress of the game.
Yeah, and Zest also gets control of that health pack.
No one wants to play Tracer right now. She's banned. She's banned.
To be able to kind of control, especially for Wrecking Ball. Yeah, it'll be curious. Yeah, it'll be curious if we see if they're able to get control of the top. A health pack as well. Kitsune rush here for Twisted Minds off of the high ground.
7 or 8 months. Wait, Proud is so caught out. Oh my god.
Proud caught by the TP rotation. The rush is good, but TVNT is incredibly low on this Sumatra. Do they have the finish? Donghack's gonna pop.
Donghack is actually moving just like me on ball.
Desperate for the kill, does find Simple, and the rush comes in from Vigilante and T1. You might drop a
oh no, he's moving just like me.
Well, when the first pick goes against them, it's gonna be just clean up here. The rest of the squad still. Twisted Minds have kept the advantage to a minimum. At the same time, this is going to be their biggest challenge yet. EMP.
Why so much freight and so little cast? Well, in the Twisted Minds comp, if you're on cast, they're going to speed boost on top of you, they're going to bubble somebody on top of you, and you're just dead.
Yeah, a little bit of a
with Freya, you have more mobility.
Obviously use these Zarya bubbles a little bit more defensively, right? As Yubi and Quartz both take some big damage, most likely from.
Let's see how Zest EMPs this. Is he gonna EMP the sim wall? Probably.
Here from Yubi opening things up. EMP takes that away.
Okay, High Noon. Oh.
Gonna connect with everybody.
Just barely getting away T1 from that High Noon, but Funny Astro does catch Dude on the retreat. Once again, though, T1 in the 4v5s, they played incredibly well. This time, Quartz, TVNT, the Zarya Cassidy working together to clear out that backline, deal with the threats as they come. And T1 now on the retreat on their side of the map. Who's going to hold on to the cart? What?
There's a storm.
Because now Quartz is going to be a much tougher kill with ally bubbles available.
What? What is this Quartz hate? Quartz is nice on cast. What?
Risking their lives, going even near Quartz, right? No, just generally a demon there with the mag grenade being able to finish off flankers. Now with the extra survivability of the Zarya.
Yo, Yubi is just cannot catch a break from Donghack. This is just abusive, man.
Yubi is at a rough start to this map.
Rush comes out from Simple. Twisted Mind, still something to be said about this one. Quartz finds one, does hit the deck after that, but TVNT still healthy. 2 supports to enable this Zarya to take over the game, and a high energy Zarya. Few characters in Overwatch dare stand toe to toe, and certainly none from T1. Donghack pops the mine, trying to keep this fight going, but TVNT.
What did Donghack just do? He just farted on the point. Blizzy thinks in 5 months.
T1 started to struggle.
Yeah, that is checkpoint there for Twisted Mind. Quite impressive there from them early on. And like you mentioned, Jake, as soon as his Zarya swap comes in for TM, T1 is really a no kind of answer for it. It'll be proud here with the bola shot, though.
Oh my.
Now Quartz with the 2-tap with the help there from Funny Astro to get him in position. So they're going to get some more progress.
And I mean, the tempo has completely changed on this map. Donghack has struggled on the Wrecking Ball ever since this Zarya came out. And the TP is now allowing Quartz to get
Outflank right here. I'm killing this Freya or Soj.
Mr. President here, Quartz on the Cassidy. High Nooning undercover. Dodges the slam for the moment, trying to get a bit of channel, but no one is providing themselves here. Still, that's creating a lot of opportunity for Cart to continue to roll forward. Here comes the EMP, a big connection, but Funny
oh my god.
With that beat, the grab comes in now.
I feel like we're not getting much value out of the Sombra here, being honest.
For Donghack on the Wrecking Ball, but hasn't really found anything, and the answer looks to be the Zarya for Twisted Mind.
The Zarya from TVNT has been dominant. And now you have Simple set up with this Kitsune Rush. The Deadeye there from Quartz in the last fight at the start of it, Jake, it was really to just allow them to buy some time. They didn't want to get rushed on because Simple and Funny Astro both quite low. That'll be the Lucio dying here. It's going to be the blast put onto Donghack as that is going to finally be a fight win there for T1.
I mean, they staunched the bleeding, but 115 meters, man. I mean, this is a Sicilian task to bring this game back, especially because now, I mean, these fights, yeah, you win a fight in your own spawn, but, well, when Zarya and Cassidy have power positions, like, look,
Zest did play Sim first game, but I think they have a plan for this one.
Not gotten the checkpoint, right? Even though they got extremely close, you not got the checkpoint just yet. Nice job from Simple there to kind of get out of dodge as soon as he gets hacked. And now you're with Funny Astro here. They're going on a little bit of a flank.
They're flipping into the
oh, Astro's dead. Yubi's dead. Quartz is just perma killing Proud.
Maybe damage is done. T1 in the 3v4 advantage. Donghack gets that cleanup on Cassidy. Not much of a threat when he doesn't have his teammates around him to protect him. Simple's going to step up, die on a card. TVNT following in his
Donghack just killed everybody. What?
Playing with the house cash. Twisted Mind just building up the bank.
Well, it looked like they were actually trying to wrap there and then maybe get like a Kitsune Rush on an off angle or from the high ground and drop it down low and then catch T1 and not able to get everybody in position to do so. So finally, T1 gets the bot from deep in their spawn, at least the mid-map.
Oh my god.
Big slam and minefield on the main group and splits away Funny Astro, who's also hacked, could be caught alone on the flank. TVNT is low, the stim wall stabilizes things for the moment, allowing Twisted Minds to regroup, to reset themselves.
Oh, nothing out of the Sojo. High Noon comes out from, oh my, tracking.
Beautiful rail on the Funny Astro, tried to wall right through, couldn't get it done. High Noon doesn't connect, and now T1 with the player advantage. No Lucio to ferry you around, but TVNT is just once again running this bot into the enemy side of the map, trying to make what progress he can.
Okay, Proud. Finding his lick back, but the car is moving.
TVNT's like, I'll go cap the map.
Well, even with this, Jake, right? No, you're not going to get any more like progress per se here for Twisted Minds, but you get those forward spawns again. You push the bot so far back in the T1 territory, you're going to get another fight like right around one of this, like the first corner here potentially. Looks like Twisted Minds may be setting up for something a little bit different here towards mid-map, but it's still a fight where the Twisted Minds, it's going to take 2-3 fights for TM to even get close.
EMP
Oh my.
down, but the bubble was already there still. Enough damage. Vigilante does the job of 10 men here, cleaning up.
2 ults from T1 though. The Zest actually swap.
The EMP is good enough to keep this cart rolling.
And chills.
The bencher recognizes he can't rely on too many more EMPs.
Mm.
Especially with
Well,
Zarya
what?
back.
Twisted Mind's gonna have 3 game-changing ults here though. They're gonna have Grav, Suzu, Kiri, and B.
Yeah, they do. They get there right before they get the checkpoint.
Okay, solo grab on the skewed. But it's not worth it. That's just not worth it.
It does get a kill, but it takes way too long. And now Court in the sights here, Possessed, who gets that cleanup kill.
Wait, simple the gap on a Vigilante. Wait, they just both killed each other. What?
Getting these extra trade kills. Just now getting the butt scratch as well. So T1 have a couple more fights to win if they want to bring it back. But they have started to turn the momentum of this match.
I did not really love that fight from Twisted Minds. It felt like TVNT pushed up a little bit too far. You know, maybe he was hell-bent on stopping them from getting the checkpoint. You know, gets the one with the grab, but it felt like...
Wait, if Donghags like me, he'd mines here.
So,
Go deep mines?
be careful here, Jake, not to throw this.
Alright, well, we found out he's not like me at all.
Now in the open has all the space to work with. Beat is good, but maybe not good enough. Look at this choke being absolutely dominated by Donghak. The rush deployed from Simple to get them out of the room to get a little bit of space to work with. But Quartz can't stay alive outside. Full control from T1 now in this fight, but TVNT still has the energy. Still can bring that damage. Funny Astro slam.
Oh my god, it's just prime PG on ball.
Finding crucial cleanup kills in this fight. TVNT feels like just a matter of time before this Zarya drops, but Zuby finds 1, Yubi finds 2. Out of nowhere, the Sim clutches up. I didn't have that on my bingo card, Matt.
No, and you still have Simple here, who looks like he actually kind of TPs on out. Simple does a
Map 5 banger?
keeping TVNT alive for long enough, and that is a fight there, Jake, which is quite massive, right? TM doesn't really gain any progress out of it, but they just burn so much clock, and now they give themselves a great opportunity.
They have Sim Wall, High Noon, and upcoming Grav. There's no way TM would win this. Literally no way they win this.
Yeah, and this would be huge for Twisted Minds. The band's proving to be a bit ineffectual now. TP wide, T1, it's do or die. They gotta stay alive in this fight. The High Noon from Quartz has beautiful vision of the map. T1 have to wait this one out, go deep, the Tidal Blast.
That's game, that's game, that's game, that's game. That's game.
Excellent in these stall scenarios, but you've got to be so careful. That overtime wick is
Don't even make this rush, Vigilante. Don't even make it.
Has a grab of his own.
Game.
Opens up on the Proud.
Grab
and this
available.
one could be going the distance, Matt. Grab could be devastating now. The rush comes in from Vigilante, but the grab defends. Zest cannot survive. Blocked from using those movement skills. Vigilante.
That's game.
Lasting just a little bit longer.
Rush on a point, that's game.
Break the back of T1. We are going game 5, Matt. Twisted Minds hanging on.
Wistoria thinks it's tier 2.
With that Zarya-based composition. The Tracer Band may
That's
have paid
game.
off. We'll have to get a
Map
clear
5.
T1 after what their kind of initial plan was, but they come out early on with that Sombra. As soon as they switched to the Zarya, they looked like pretty defeatable there on the Ram, but as soon as the Zarya swap comes through,
absolutely,
that is when Twisted Minds look at their best. So we get a game 5, a potential reverse sweep on the cards here for Twisted Minds.
Sharing now needs to get this up.
I was getting worried.
Oh!
But it seems like TM might be solidifying this one.
If there's another 70-minute pause, I might actually start crying. Vin's Twitch ditching the 7 months.
Challenge after challenge at Twisted Minds, and finally it feels like TM are starting to get that edge. And honestly, as we go
How did they lose this? Yo, how did they lose? What?
Look, game 5, and we're going to Flashpoint against the Sim Lucio team. You don't want to be here on
T1. No, and look, Quartz starting to heat up, right? 11k damage there. No, we were talking about that head-to-head earlier, a lot like how we talked about at EWC, where Quartz got the better of Proud. Proud was nasty the first 2 maps. It feels like the tides are shifting, though, towards Quartz.
No, honestly, I think it was Quartz trading Proud every single fight.
Minds are getting so much from so little. You look at this stat card, and it pretty much looks like T1.
Hecka, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you, homie.
Zarya wins. She's rolling the objective constantly. Wrecking Ball cannot keep up in that front. Has to win fight after fight. Has to be
Quick last 17 move more, I promise. I said no more.
And Zarya rolls the card for 50, 100 meters. And TVNT, he's feeling it, man. The Zarya swap was beautiful. Played to perfection. Not easy to find those perfect ally bubbles on exactly the right teammate at exactly the right time, especially against players like T1.
All right, so T1, they obviously get their final map pick here in the series. Saravasa or New Junk.
I don't think Twisted Minds are going to ban ball. It depends on who in. If Donghack is still in,
We're going to still see Donghack.
Yeah.
For this
or it depends on map too. No.
Because I mean,
no more.
The Wrecking Ball, I get it on New Queen Street.
I'm locked into this.
But I see the vision, and I feel like they could have won, right? Like it was close enough to say they could have won if they had a bit better of a defensive side of the map and maybe stifled some of the progress from Twisted Minds. It was a winnable scenario. But as we go into Flashpoint, I'm like, can you really play that? Can you? Really
I need more water.
Is there a ban you like even?
I mean,
I
mean, this is the thing about Game 5. It's like both teams, you've used your bans. I mean, there's bans.
All right, so it looks like
that's crucial here.
It looks like maybe Donghack getting up there, so maybe we do get Jasmine.
I would be surprised if Jasmine didn't come in. I mean, considering the totality of the series so far, I'd love to see more Sim Mirror. I mean, I know that's a little bit crazy, but I don't know that without any bans, I'm not so sure you're going to be able to avoid it.
Would you ban? Okay, so New Junk City is the map selection.
Interesting. We haven't seen much New Junk City right after the map rework. I would have
really just at this event.
Yeah, I mean, right? This has been the beginning of this map, and it's a little bit more open. I would still think it's a decent sim map, but they must feel like it's worse than Surabasa at least.
Would you, for T1, do you think about a Zarya ban?
Oof.
Would you leave Donghack in and then ban Zarya?
I mean, the thing about banning Zarya is it feels like it unlocks TVNT's Diva. I think TVNT wants to play Diva.
It's
like,
not a great ball map.
He would love to play
Diva.
And exactly. I feel like, honestly, I don't know what Donghack can really play that makes this look good. I feel like right now this is an off-tank scenario. Ramantra could work, but Jasmine can pilot that Ram, you know, and pretty comfortably, and has, I think, the deeper roster of picks. And so far, the Sigma has kind of been that one comp that has gone unanswered, that TM haven't found the answers for. They are going to ban
the funny thing is, New Junk City with a break ban.
The break ban is
maybe I don't know.
Diva, right?
Maybe for a support protect ban or something.
Go to any break, right? So
I don't think they will, but I guess at this point it's like whatever. You know, it's like in theory it might come out. Yeah. Maybe T1 would try to play some sort of dive comp, but I don't think.
What do you think about the Ram?
Terrible against Symmetra.
What do you think about the Ram ban, though? Like.
That's what I was thinking. Like, why didn't they go Sig on Shambali? I feel like Shambali is really good for Sig.
Is this series going to end in a Zarya head-to-head? It feels like we haven't seen T1 play much Zarya throughout.
I just wonder about the Zarya in general here because, like, it just seems to die to Symmetra. You just get cooked. I mean, we saw, like, on that first fight on Shambali, I was like, oh, man. They just speed amped on the Zarya off the high ground.
They want to go back to Sig? No. There's no way, right?
Maybe taking the Ram away is also benefit Sigma.
Yeah, it
Ram has good matchups in both of those regards. So yeah, and I can see that. I can see the vision.
Like, are you gonna try and maybe play Sim Sig?
If I were coaching, I would be playing Sim Sig. That would be my call here. I would go Sim Sig, and I would play the Sim Mirror. I would play at a distance. I would play the ult fight. I would play.
Okay, Jasmine is coming back in.
So
with Jasmine coming in, maybe we do see the Sim with the Sig. We did see Jasmine early on in the series. Really, most of the series, it was just that map we saw Donghack playing some Sig, playing some Ram, even though you get rid of the Ram
it is
here.
Weird too, because we're talking New Junk City. I mean, this isn't exactly your textbook Sigma map.
No.
I mean, it's Flashpoint. I think... I guess it could work, right? You know, it's one of those heroes that
Johnny floated out a Maga.
I'm doing good.
I don't know about the Maga.
There's no way.
Big Maga, I'm not sure about it.
I don't think we really want that. I mean,
no, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
No, let's be honest. Use it. Well, let Maga stay at home. We don't need Maga in Stockholm. It's fine.
It's way too cold here.
What kind of IEMs does he have? What the heck?
Dude, it is a weird... Like, Saravasa is probably a better Sig map.
I mean, it's honestly kind of close because Saravasa, the first point is pretty good for Sig, but New Junk City, I could see some of the other later points, you know, having a bit of that wider, more open
I mean,
characteristic.
I don't think you would want to take a D.Va head-to-head, would you? I mean...
And also, what? Yeah, because, I mean, Sig is pretty nice against D.Va because you can just, like, pummel her with rocks.
Yeah.
She just has nothing for it. She flies in, gets rocked, and kind of gets in packing.
Yeah, maybe they were a little bit like, okay, maybe they feel like a little bit for TM, like, okay, the RAM with the sim is actually pretty good.
It all falls. Alright, no.
Hasn't discovered that yet, and maybe that's why.
And also, remember, map 1, Lucio was banned. So there was the RAM, but the RAM couldn't close the distance on this Sig, couldn't really get across those gaps. So now maybe...
What's going on at the camera?
And okay,
Oh, you be saying he's getting the W. You be saying he's getting the W.
You know what? I can understand that.
Hey, I mean, look at the scoreline the last two maps. 3-0, 1-0.
I mean, yeah, the tide is turning. And this is... We talk about T1 in terms of the bigger picture for this team, right? The story that's been told about them time and time again is that maybe the lights get a little bright. You know, maybe they're struggling
Not
down
like
the stretch.
this, though.
Some of these
I mean, dude.
But, I mean, Matt, I just got to be real with you. Like this.
Yeah, I mean, what? That last map was like 40 meters, probably decided it. Exact meterage, but it was around there. And then obviously TM gets a full map completion on Shambali, and then full hold.
They're two
T1.
pretty dominant maps back to back.
Yeah.
So TM are
I think they start playing on stage tomorrow. Because, like, DreamHack actually starts tomorrow, I'm pretty sure, right?
He thinks this one's done and dusted. He thinks T1...
Not you humming it, I have nothing else to do. Like, I have to sit here and wait for their pause. Straw Medusa thinks it's a 9 months whoop. Alright, I think we're going in now. Never mind.
I'm sorry, but his scan ain't carrying.
Bullock, this is like kind of what the series has come down to, right?
We saw this stat card earlier in the series, and it was completely flipped. Crowd was crushing.
And these last
I will
two
say,
maps.
this is quite close. I mean, this is about as close as you're going to lost in maps 3 and 4. To be this close is actually
I'm taking a nap.
testament to prep.
Rating the turkey dinner kit from Costco.
This will definitely come in handy for Thanksgiving. Got basically all your Thanksgiving items. I think you just heat it up. $3.99 per pound. $40.58 for the whole thing. First, we gotta cook the turkey. Take the turkey.
What do I think about Vendetta? The character felt clunky at first, but I think they're pretty good.
Now it says
It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. I need to play in like an actual raid game or something.
It's a little confusing here. It says, after 30 minutes, replace veg and cover with foil, heat an additional 30 minutes.
I think we're just gonna add it. Cover that back up. Another 30. Open. Onto that pan. Turkey dinner kit from Costco. The directions don't really make any sense. I think it said to leave the turkey in the whole time. Most of the time, whenever I eat turkey for Thanksgiving, it tastes really.
Rasengan guy thinks it's 3 months. How was the SG Raccoons game? Terrible. It was terrible.
That's not half bad either. This tastes like a legit Thanksgiving meal. You know, like some years, my family, they get a little lazy. They don't want to cook a whole Thanksgiving meal, so sometimes we contemplate just like going to a Chinese restaurant. This is actually a pretty decent option. Cranberry sauce. Open that up.
I actually don't like cranberry sauce. I like.
Put it on everything. Not the biggest fan of the chunks in here. Now we got the mashed potatoes, really buttery.
You won bad things up.
Powdered mashed potatoes, and they added water to it. I really hope we did this right. Those taste undercooked. A little too crunchy. Tastes kind of.
Oh, I fuck with stuffing. I think stuffing's good as fuck.
It's really light. Looks like there's some chunks of turkey in there. It also have this like really big piece of skin here. I don't understand why. Is it supposed to get crispy? I'm getting deeper into the turkey, and I'm thinking that's not fully cooked. This is like $40. Look at the size of the turkey that you get. The stuffing and the two sides actually have.
Young Valiant up.
If you're like me and you're freaking terrible at cooking, this will definitely come in handy for Thanksgiving. Got basically all your Thanksgiving items. I think you just heat it up.
Oh, I think CR versus Alcatraz would be a good game.
First, we gotta cook the turkey.
Barely got by Barrel yesterday. Very close game.
They look beatable for sure. However, for Team Liquid, another team, I kind of compare them to T1, of a team with this really star-studded roster full of players that it's easy to get excited about. But at the same time, TL have been a little bit lacking in terms of the true international results. And so
I dropped a night vision camera to the bottom of the Bali Sea.
Beyond the 100 meters, but the ocean floor haven't been able to meet them. So I think as we go into this game 5 for T1, I think this is the moment for them to rewrite that script.
I know what
this is the moment.
Night vision during the day,
do the heartbreaker and the reverse technology.
Dropping the cameras during the day enables us to
the
still
beginning
see
of a
the
new
faintest
era
shadow
for T1.
more
If
secretive
not,
species
feels like they're
drifting
falling
overhead,
back into
silhouetted
old
against the
traps.
brighter surface
And you see
layer.
this lower
And let's just
bracket.
say,
So
there's
those
some
lower
enormous
round ones are
creatures
going to be
swimming around
first.
there.
What?
Lost on drop one, we
Barrel,
recorded
that
some
is
interesting
locked in, and then
species. We haven't
Weibo
found anything
versus
new.
Team
Well,
CC.
apart from
I just finished Fishman Island watched the remake. That 21 episode. That shit was so good. Dude, Fishman Island is actually where I first caught up when I was in middle school. I was in elementary or middle school when I first caught up to Fishman Island. Well, I first got up to One Piece, I mean. Yeah, I've been watching One Piece for a long ass time. Double audio. I just had the W audio on so I could know when the game's on.
So this will stop it skiing on the sand. And finally, we've got a new toy today that's gonna attach here and do some cool stuff. But
Ham? I actually don't like ham that much for Thanksgiving. I don't know. I'm mainly just like the white meat of turkey.
These LEDs are the perfect
Love
balance
it.
of invisibility and penetration. And as it descended, I was hopeful. But then this happened.
Well, that is not good. The light flooded somehow. It's not supposed to look like that, in case you're wondering. Well, I guess we don't get to try out the 850s today then.
But after a quick cry on the beach, it was time to set up for drop 3. And let's just say, our luck was about to change.
Turkey's always dry. I like it. What the fuck?
Drop 3 was dominated by small predatory fish. Small breams hovered around the cage, picking away at small morsels flaking off. A lone sand perch also joined in on the action. With a flattened head and body, and with a name to match, sand perch don't usually spend a huge amount of time off the bottom, although it appeared this one had found a new favourite perch to sit on. Other deep reef fish also drifted into view. I believe this is a species
Game started?
of fish, a group
All
of
right.
fishes I've never recorded on.
Is it prediction for the next map? It's on right now.
T1 have had to sweat it out through all of that. And for these young players, I mean, that makes a difference. This team doesn't really have that stacked group of veterans. In the back line, yes.
Yeah. It's just you don't have that, like, I mean, they
You don't see it.
obviously have, you know, Vigilante and Skewed. Like,
Yeah.
Fantastic players, right? But, like, it's hard when the, you know, not every team is, like, a carry per se, right? But, like, you know, if you're a Crazy Raccoon and you're in a series like this, right, you always know, like, you have Lip, who has, like, and Shu, who have crazy championship pedigree, have been in crazy moments before, who feel like you can kind of, like, bail you out, so to speak. I don't think T1 kind of...
All right, let's get it going. I'm ending Preds.
At least here, it looks like T1 actually wants to play the Zarya with the Venture.
They're not going to take this sim mirror here. And Matt, I'm a little bit worried for them. Zest has an
Sim Zarya versus Diva and Sim. I mean, Adventure Zarya versus Diva and Sim. Fuck, my fat ass think about food right now.
Backpedaling, trying to stay alive, but Venture...
No, Proud came to this map with a vengeance. Oh my god.
All the momentum in the series. Proud doing what needed doing. Keeping this game alive. Cleaning up the flankers as well. Oh, what a clean moves from Proud there.
Kenzie Poo thinks in 10 months. What's up, Go? Sub Go to you too.
Early on, T1.
Mr. Doge in 9 months.
I don't think we're going to see any changes with Twisted Minds. I'm gonna be real
Would
with
you see Cassidy?
Yo, background don't look like Sweden. Wait, Lenny. What's going on, man?
Kind of a predator to
Can't really deal with it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, typically that matchup goes the other way, but you add a Zarya bump into the mix, and suddenly Cassidy's just this immobile hero, an easy kill.
Other teams not as sim-pilled, potentially even thinking about May.
Eclipsing the 4 months.
Like this, but that is not the type of game that Twisted Minds wants to play. They are going to go all out with this.
Swear you said you're booking the ticket. Nah, I just, you know when you smell that Thanksgiving cooking? Like you smell that turkey, mac and cheese, green beans, sweet potatoes with marshmallows. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was like, you know what? You are Vietnamese. Yeah, okay, I'll be honest. We had pho. I had pho yesterday and a beer. None of your family cooks that.
I think they can. Yeah, oh yeah, he's going for the low. He was going to get a touch, but kind of maybe meet the Diva with a TP from the high ground. TVNT is going to run the clock. He wants to bring Zarya back to the...
Wait, why is TVNT moving like me on Diva right now? It's contesting the point, dragging all the aggro. Let's get my team moving here. Kirio comes out from Simple. Nah, Funny Ash was not even close to be. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Down, gonna deny that final charge. And T1 are gonna be capping your first checkpoint here on New Junk City. Starting what could be a beautiful moment for this team if they can end this reverse sweep, break the heart of Twisted Minds.
Yeah, so TM, they actually go back and try and recontest. They go from the low ground and try and set something up where they kind of TP some players from that high ground behind, and doesn't exactly work out. A sound barrier from Skew that allows us to get extremely aggressive when the Kitsune Rush comes down from Twisted.
They only use 1-0 and won that. Probably start this round off with Rush here.
Crowd has the first overclock. It's gonna be probably an
Just wait till point unlocks.
on this high ground. So crucial to be the team dominating high ground. You kind of don't want to be the team to step to point first. Neither team wants to make that error. The second checkpoint on Flashpoint could be crucial.
Are they gonna flip? What are they doing?
Drop lower. Crowd thinking about whether he wants to get active first. Zarya trying to cap.
Can they just kite that?
But can he find an angle? T1 bunkering so nicely in this room. The rush from Vigilante is going to make attacking in a fraught prospect.
Alright, Twisted Minds are committing a lot to this. T1 are kiting this perfectly. Zest might get cut out here though. Nice, good.
Very nice. Creates an opportunity for Proud to step up. Funny Astro forced into a very defensive beat, and there's still a fight to be had here. T1, high ground control. The points against them, but they can still fight this one out. Here comes Proud, diving in right on top of the Lucio. Funny Astro trying to dance out of that one, but it's not meant to be. The heals are beautiful, keeping Proud alive, and he's right back to the checkpoint, wanting to re-secure this cap. Masterful performance from TM.
Yeah, T1.
They're playing off Zest so well. Walk them down.
Bully out Twisted Minds from the high ground. They end up using the overclock and the tectonic shock at the same time. Gets Twisted Minds to end up investing their sound barrier. And then, TM, they get an early pick off, but just forced off of that high.
It might be over, honestly.
Able to get back in and try and
it all depends on this fight. I'm telling you, this fight is the game-deciding fight.
Plus their sound barrier to work with, Jake. So in a really nice.
Never mind. We have a map 5 banger.
On to Proud at that same moment, and Yubi gets the clean up with a spam kill. Rush deployed from Symbol, a big grab at a Jasmine, but can he force any further resources out of this? Twisted Minds just too
map 5 banger. Map 5 banger.
Point with the backup from Yubi Symmetra, and they absolutely wiped T1 off the face of the earth here. Just took a rush from Simple. And TM now want to secure their first flashpoint, but they've got 50% to go. There's another chance for T1 to get back into this.
I mean, the kill onto Proud is enormous there at the start. Railgun from Quartz.
Yeah.
It's literally whatever his game dies first.
Him off, and then Jasmine tries to use a grab, saves him, the point up on the high ground. It's a nice Zuzu that comes in from Simple, and then defense matrix there from TBNT to keep those players up.
And Zest, ooh, super aggro, needs the beat, but had to drill that defensively. Here he comes, dancing.
No TP. They flipped the map.
They bounced away for the moment. Now it comes to that brawl on high ground, and the rush advantage does favor T1 here. So Twisted Minds gonna have to respect it for the moment. Here it comes.
They're chasing really hard with Rush. Just money. It's just money. It's just money. It's just money.
Guys are not gonna stagger this baby D, but they want more blood in the water as T1 chase to the Twisted Minds spawn. This is the opportunity to break the back of Twisted Minds, secure this checkpoint. However, you come too far, you can find yourself in trouble. Here comes the tech start from Zest. He refuses to wait, refuses to back.
I might swerve in that corner. Whoa.
Despite the wall from Yubi.
Oh, that is such a huge play there from Zest. That is going to give the second flashpoint over to T1.
Bro, Zest's venture is actually so good. He just digging in them, bro. Stop digging in them.
T1 kick off here on New Jung City, winning the 2 first flashpoints, giving themselves an opportunity to close it out with the next one.
Beautiful aggression from Zest, just being willing to take the risk. That's been this Achilles heel for T1 in the past. They've struggled in these high pressure moments against top teams. But today, maybe the beginning of a new era, beginning of a new moment. Still a lot of ultimates to fight through. T1 have their work cut out for them here on this take.
I'm in.
Fight this first one here. And guess what? Proud versus Quartz. Both OCs
Whoa.
Quartz has to win this. The beat comes down. Funny Astro not taking any risks, not taking any gambles. Zarya in the sight. Quartz cuts him down.
Oh my,
Proud
no.
gives it right back. Has to slide forward into that though. And TBNT is going to make sure that's his last mistake. T1 sent packing to the spawn. In a relatively inexpensive fight for Twisted Mind. 2 ults to 1. Just about stock standard.
They just have to be perfect though from here on out. You can kick off this next fight potentially with your Kitsune Rush in the choke, right? You can kind of
reverse sweep to reverse sweep. I'm out.
An ultimate advantage though for T1. So Twisted Minds, you need to win this fight if you're going to invest something like the Kitsune Rush, because T1 is going to have a big ultimate advantage soon.
And T1's going to have this grab. So yes, you have the rush. TP deployed for now.
Rush.
Time but Venture takes so much attention, so much space into this backline. Twisted Minds rotating away. Here comes the rush right into the T1 backline. But look at Jasmine, instantly falls back, protects the team. In the meantime, Zest.
Oh, they got one out of that. So lucky.
T1, they want to continue.
Nice kite from T1 though. If they push too far, maybe grab.
But Twisted Minds don't want to let that happen. They're trying to chase down the Zarya, trying to deny him saving his energy. The cleanse is good from Vigilante though, and that's going to mean Jasmine is absolutely chopping down TDNT, re-pushing into this with the help of Zest.
And double support ult, right? That is enormous. They needed that kill on a Jasmine. This 60 charge going to get up to like 90 really fast as this fight kicks off.
Venture burrowing on the point. Here comes TBNT into the backline. Defensive bubbles are good from Jasmine, keeping everybody alive. And with the rush,
okay.
Easy flip for T1.
Twisted Minds easily kiting the rush here. Playing for a retouch.
And stay alive for another
TP. Oh my god. Oh, Zest is random picked.
Another spam catch, following up some damage from the squad. Here comes the grab, risks it right into the Diva's face, and it's good enough. Takes down Bunny Astro. The beat comes in over the top, and Proud with the OC as well. Wants to secure.
He's Proud like that.
Connected towards mid slide, but UB and TDNT still have something to play for. They're not out of this one just yet, but once again, man, Jasmine is absolutely perfect with the ally bubbles, and I think that may have just saved it.
Wait.
Diva gets one more kill.
The Thanos is back.
Really gets into trouble. Tech shot from Zest does take down Yubi. The point flip does come in. A bit of follow-up damage, and this one's getting a little bit scary now. I mean, the cleanup potential is very real for T1 as TDNT is out of mech, has to take the long walk off the map.
Yeah, he's going to jump off the side now. You're going to get above 60% here for T1. T1, though, doesn't have really anything to work with here.
They got
yes, Zest. Yes, Zest.
It's the fearlessness. It's the courage from Zest. He's holding this tight corner. They are not going to let Twisted Minds in for free. They're trying to TP through, but it's being contested. The players are there. They do manage this.
Yes, Zest.
A great sign for TM. They would love to get on the point with this rush. And so far, they've done that first aspect, right? Getting on the point, threatening it. Zest holding it on for now, but he can't really stay into this for long.
No.
Does get cut down. The beat and rush from Twisted Minds should be secure.
Honestly, Twisted Minds using both supportals there? No. I'm in. Two supportals for a point cap? We use nothing? I'm in.
I call that a mistake though, Matt, because that's the play. I mean, you're right. Should have been enough. It should have been enough. And so even Twisted
I'm jolly.
Starting to sweat in this series. T1 had put them in that position, but sweat is not good enough. You need to keep fighting for this victory. And now it's Twisted Minds' turn to flip the script. An aggro push into this T1 spawn. Jasmine staying alive. Cautiously watching his
they got nothing out of that. And they actually lost one from that. Okay, they got Zest.
It cost him his life, but that Lucio kill is impactful. You see those Twisted Minds health bars.
They have no speed. Walk them down. They just use TP. Walk them down.
Are you going to risk and try and take down this Zarya?
Pop the rush. Actually, you don't need to rush yet. Don't listen to me.
I mean, Jasmine is just cutting through them.
Yeah, but TDNT's got this self-destruct, so you can kind of play here a little more aggressively.
No!
With the overclock, they find Proud again.
No!
From Quartz, this time on to Skewed, and that should be first control.
Map 5.
Jasmine desperate.
Wait!
Down Quartz. Does get something into this, but surely the player advantage is just too much to overwhelm. And they're even going to delay the Zarya a little bit here. They actually know he has grabs. Really nice play. No risk to them. And even that extra delay from the boot from Funny Astro, I mean, they are getting every last little second out of these gaps.
Now, you're starting to see they're finding these pickoffs on the front early, whether it be Yubi.
I feel like he should have rushed sooner, honestly.
Spam shot to follow up his team's damage. Very, very important that he's finding.
At least secure the point cap.
Like for momentum and just kind of confidence sake, right? T1, they need a flip here on this point because Twisted Minds starting to kind of feel themselves a little bit, starting to get in a groove in this matchup.
Reverse sweep in the series, reverse sweep on Flashpoint. It would be a little bit too beautiful. Here comes the wall from Yubi. Stabilizes things. You don't want to step up into that. T1 playing it a little bit slow. Zest forced into the burrow, has to retreat.
Okay, sim wall for Sojo. I guess we take those.
Take us, Twisted Minds, because the clock running down throughout it. Zest
August thinks they give it some.
Fantastic though, and so simple. Maybe going to be a bit of a risk to get value here off of this Kisune rush.
Oh my god, Course got cut out.
Already cut down. Techstar gets one, tries to push them off the TP, not quite there in time, but it's done immense damage here into this fight. TM, do they want to recommit into this without the help of Quartz? You'll be all in here.
How does he have another TP?
Astro is there to assist. The beam is full, and T1 now struggling into this fight. Astro rips the beat, wants to lock this one down. Jasmine's grab should be for nothing. Hold on, Proud and Skewed still fighting this. The flip comes in, but Jasmine needs the kill, and he's dropping low. He's out of bubbles, has to dodge the rail. Does manage to slip away, but it's not enough. UB is there, and Twisted Minds on the cusp of the double reverse sweep.
Oh my god. Map 5. Wait, hold on. Hold. Zest is here.
Kind of just in baby diva form in the crowd.
Okay.
And with a sound barrier, keeps him up for just a little bit, puts down some damage, and this would be a brutal collapse for T1. As Twisted Minds, 2 flash points.
Twisted Minds have all the ults to win this too.
They decide to take
Bomber, I think it's 3 months.
To work with behind now. No has sound barrier here, and it feels like with Twisted Minds, with this TP maneuvering around the map, they're going to get here first.
It's rare to have a moment more pressure than this for our T1 squad. A lot of young players on this team, especially on the DPS lineup. What can Proud and Zest deliver in this incredibly crucial moment? UB and Quartz have only been heating up.
They can
throughout
not
this
get
series.
first pick.
Only been looking stronger. And
Vigilante, you need to rush on top of Zest. You need to rush on top of Zest. They're gonna kite with Simp.
Right back in TVNT. Burst down Zest with the help of UB there. And T1 back with the tail between the legs. TP forward. Twisted Minds want a little bit more out of this.
Dude,
can I have $1?
They are getting unreal.
Zest, what was that?
Out of just UV spamming right clicks with the sim. Like typically you only see the sim ramp up damage close and be able to get up kills. A few times though, whether it be Quartz putting down some damage or TVNT, UV with the long range.
They have 4 ults, bro. T1 have nothing.
They have been so impactful.
Here comes the OC. Proud needs to find something under immense pressure. Once again, UB, beautiful symbol. Actually reads that slide into the flank. Proud sent packing. No
game over. Game over. That's game. That's game. That's game.
Rush from Vigilante gives them a bit of a corner to fight from. TVNT tanking all the damage.
Game over. Game over. That's game.
Takes the wide angle and ends P1. The hopes draining out of them. It's down to the last touch, the last fight, and they might not even
game.
Minds.
That's game.
And it's down to what? Just the beat? Nothing else left.
Yeah, you're gonna have Zest here.
Okay, nice.
You're gonna try and get the touch. The swamp there for the res, just to get Proud back a little bit faster here, as you are solely reliant on this. Oh, the move is perfect from
game.
Astro.
Game.
Gets him out of the ground just long enough for the kill. Stu, the beat only on 3. Will it be enough? Twisted Minds, they're out of ultimates. It's not a free fight for them, but clock is ticking against T1. TM starting to build up.
Game.
Takes down Jasmine.
No
and Twisted Minds.
Reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. Reverse sweep. Yellow thing some.
2-0 on Flashpoint, and once again, their hearts broken, set down to the lower bracket. What a victory for Twisted Minds. What a
No, I told you, Twisted Minds are winning it all. I told you, Twisted Minds are winning it all.
In the water in this series. T1, fantastic 2-0 start. TM battles back, wins 2 maps in a row. And then we get
no dong hack equal lose narrative. That guy lost every single time he touched the map, bro. What are you talking about?
They go up 2-0 in terms of the flashpoint, and then all of a sudden, TM just starts to turn out, man. I mean, that is a brutal loss for T1, but also the type of game potentially. Look, it wasn't a clean win for Twisted Minds, right? But they have to gain some confidence being able to make that type of comeback.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to be feeling very good about that. I mean, those first 2 maps, they're already...
Sakyu, Yakumo thinks the 4-1.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, on this final map, right? I mean, once Quartz...
Look at UB, what? Yeah, Sim is disgusting. I've seen enough. Sim is disgusting.
Not able to stay on top of you. Not...
Okay, so after losing those first 2 maps, like what were the comms like? What did you guys talk about? I know you said it was aggression, but like how did you guys communicate that, and how are you guys able to execute that?
We mostly just talked about the energy we had in our comms. Like everyone sounded pretty down.
I'm clapping my ankle, dude.
Pushing like as hard as we usually do, and we just said we need to amp it up a little bit. We didn't really have a warm up script.
Amp up a little bit.
Kind of getting warmed up, and then
he might be Lucio IRL.
All right. I have actually one more question. I want to ask you about your opponents, T1. I mean, they are a great team, but you guys did beat them right now. Funny answer. What was your thoughts on the team before the match, and has your I guess opinion changed after?
Before, I didn't think they were that good, to be honest.
Damn.
I was expecting them to maybe get 1 map, but even after, I still kind of think the same. I think we only lost the first 2 maps because we were playing bad. It was nothing they were doing. Like we just lost to ourselves.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm turning the mic, but there's a reason. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Great stuff. Thank you so much. That is it for the interview. I'm gonna turn this one.
Dig rider than 6 months.
I really want to. I think you guys, more wins. You guys are rising to the top. Rise above your opponents. That's all I got. Let's take it away. Please help me.
Danny, I suppose.
Danny's making it real hard on you guys.
Danny is rising to the occasion here in Stockholm.
We very much appreciate it, Danny, showing off those beautiful letters on the mic. For whatever reason.
What letters were they, Johnny?
Figure that out.
Wait, who does T1 play now then?
Check on the VOD and